What up, y'all? You know who it is. Your boy Jada Kiss, you know what I mean? Right now with Chris John. Shout out to Camden, New Jersey, all my niggas out there. Let's get right into it. Yeah!
BTBTV. Chris John, man. Yo, born, let's get him, man. Yeah. Right, never off plan. Used to get busy with them guns in my hand. 4 or 5 or a black 9 with a grand in my pocket and beef cool as a fan. BTBTV, we are not playing. Y'all just talk, we back it up and down. Sideways, F what y'all saying. We Kyrie and Kanye. This a boss talk, so you clowns should just fly away. Hop on the bridge, throw your frame off the highway. This not a game, this is business, this my way. Real talk, your opinion is nothing to us. We gon' stay on chill, long as y'all don't violate. But it's not fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you could be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. But we the best, I swear. We the best, I stay up in the mix. A project politics, my mood kinda sick. Name well known from the hood to the sticks. 100 on the highway, flying so fast, burn the gears when I shift. Some people kick dirt on your name, what shoes you gave them. Broke your back for them and they got the nerve to play you. Kick rap's door off, pushed and shoved my way through. Bum rush the kitchen, put my floor up on the menu. The jealousy be hitting up in jokes. That's why I stay serious like David Banner, turn in the Hulk in pure form like the Pope. Haters get infrared beams with the scope, so run and get ghosts. We fight good, boxed in like Floyd on the roast. I'm the great black hope. Man, we the team and they know it coast to coast and it just ain't fair. We could be cool or your worst nightmare. We the best, I swear. And you can be my friend or enemy, I don't care. And you better beware. Cause we coming for the whole pie and we don't share. No, it just ain't fair. We the best. If you with us, put your lighters in the air. No, it just ain't fair.
BTBTV.
Just ain't fair, man.
Yeah. Joe King, salute. Thanks to God.
Yo, born.
Let's show them how we do this, man.
Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTB TV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo. John Gotti flow.
Rap Pablo.
Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stick like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My ones on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okey-doke, we don't go for that. Harsh you go. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play to the gun scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays, your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666, the devil on his shoulder, won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, torn and running, get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his spades who want their veins thick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost try and haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe. Who wanna play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So dark, Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie curtain close. Yeah, BTBTV.
The movement.
It's the movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get 'em. Let's get 'em. Kaz, we up in here, man. Hood famous.
First of all, I want to say peace to the 5% nation of gods and nerves. Salaam alaikum, alhamdulillah, Rahman to Allah, to all the true Muslim brothers and sisters out there. This is the King of New Jersey. This is BTBTV. We bully the bullies. I'm your honorable host, born divine almighty Allah. Bang, bang, BX, salute. What's goody, man? Yo, so, man, we ain't no Bloods or no Crips. We doing our own thing. BTBTV that started its own thing. Like, nigga, what? That's why I said, nigga, what? Yo, man, you know, I've been gone for a few days, man, but I had to come back today, man. There's a few topics I ain't touched, but this one topic I got to touch. Man, when I was growing up, and I happened to grow up in Trenton for a couple of years, yo, as a kid, you see a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Especially me being from Elizabeth, me having moved to my out in Trenton because they want to keep me out of trouble. Not knowing that by them shipping me from Elizabeth, the projects of Elizabeth, to the streets of Trenton, it was the same animal, different beast. If you understand what I mean, they both beasts, but it's a different beast. But it's the same animal. Big E salute. So while I moved to Trenton and shit, right? I was with my aunt, my little cousin. My aunt said my mother and my aunt did a swap. My aunt said her daughter with my mother, and my mother said me with her. I was ahead of it. Like, get this nigga the fuck out of here. Go stay with your aunt for a while. So I got there, and to be honest, you know what I'm saying? My aunt, that's my favorite aunt. Rest in peace to my aunt. I love her to death, you know what I'm saying? Yo, she can do no wrong in my eyes. But like I said, what people understand, like my family, we had a drug problem in my family. So my aunt's husband was a bona fide. I'm talking about, yo, whatever was laid down, he was selling. William Bill Heem Foreman, my bro Bill Heem, salute. Whatever was nailed down, he was selling. You know, and that's back in the 80s. 5/5 salute. And I'm like, God damn. So what did we eat most of the time? Most of the time we ate hot dogs. Hot dogs and beans. April salute. Hot dogs and beans. Every now and then when I got a check or something like that, stamps, we was able to go around the corner to the bodega and get us a cheesesteak. I'm gonna keep it real, yo. I live in Philly right now, right? I'm a judge nigga, live in Philly. But them Trenton cheesesteaks tasted better than the Philly cheesesteaks. Y'all might not believe me, but I'm telling y'all, the cheesesteaks in Trenton, New Jersey from the bodega tasted better than Max's. That's a big brand Philly cheesesteak out here, you know what I'm saying? So, man, when we got to go there, I was put like this. I was like a how they call it? I was like a homosexual happier, homosexual be happier because they got a bag of dicks. You know what I'm saying? I was happy. I'm like, oh, the cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying? The fries, the cheese fries with the salt, pepper, little ketchup. Now I'm souped. That was my shit as a kid. I like to eat. And when I ain't have no food or no money to get in to eat, it's going to be a problem. it's gonna be a problem. High Thoughts TV, salute. So I remember one day I love to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? I was over big for my age, so I went around the corner to the park, right? And at the time, I knew who the Haven was. I knew who Jay-Z was. I didn't know much rappers. I just knew them as niggas that got money around the area. I lived in East Trenton on Sherman Ave. They hustled in East Trenton. So it was like, neither here nor there. My cousin Carl, he hung with them niggas. Mickey and Mallory, they hung with them. It was like East Trenton Circle right there. Everybody hung. The park that they played ball at was right around the corner from where I live, from my aunt's house. Right? So, this man, I'm trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. It's the Christ, my brother. It's the Christ in the building, man. DC's finest gangster. Salute, my dude. Salute. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a kid. We go around and play basketball and shit like that. We having fun. We balling up and shit. Then these older niggas come in, the older drug dealers come. It was a Sunday. It's a Sunday. Matter of fact, it was a Sunday morning. So we always play basketball. Me and the other kids playing ball, getting our game on. So Jay-Z, the Haven, and a few other people, my cousin Carl, all them niggas, they kicked us off the basketball court. And I still wanted to play. Everybody else went around this and else. I got back on the basketball court. I said, I'm playing. Them niggas like, no, you're not playing. I'm like, man, I'm playing, yo. So they roughed me up a little bit, sit my little ass on the sideline. So when they was playing, they was all into their game. The other boys, the other niggas was waiting. They was drinking their 40s, the OE, or whatever they was drinking. They had their jewelry laid on the side of the basketball court. They were like chains, bracelets, rings, you know what I'm saying? They didn't play their jewelry. They just laid on the side of the basketball court in a towel. So what I did was, I grabbed that towel, wrapped that towel up, and took off. They didn't know I was running. They thought they pumped me, ran me out the motherfucking park. Nah, right. I had to come up. Yo, so we get back. I already knew who they was. I took their shit. I don't give a fuck. I took to the pawn shop. And the pawn shop man gave me some grands, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't give me what was worth. Nowhere near what was worth.
This was you was on the park and D Haven and them was out there?
They was playing basketball. They kicked me off the court.
Yeah.
So I got mad. It was a watch, a chain, of rings, and some other niggas had they watch their jewelry out there, all on the towel. They laid this shit on that towel.
And you got the whole towel?
I got the whole towel. The whole ass.
Yeah.
Yo. went to I ain't go to my aunt's house. I went to the fucking jewelry, the pawn shop right around the corner from Sherman Ave. It was a pawn shop right in the corner. Old black fat man shit. You know what I'm saying, with glasses, gray hair. I remember this motherfucker to this day.
Yeah.
I took it to him. He gave me between $3,500 and $4,000. I wasn't sure how much. I was exact sure, but it was a lot of money for me. I ain't never seen much money for 14, 11 years old. Man, I took that shit to my aunt. Yo, my aunt husband, he must have smoked that shit in a week. I saved some money for me and my cousin so we could eat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I get the rest of my aunt, I'm like, yo, I don't do all that fucking in here. We gonna
have fun. And your people smoked it up.
Her husband smoked up my cousin's father. He smoked that shit up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, man. We had food though for a few days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was back
so they never knew it was you. Somebody put in the chat, "Be careful, it's not over."
No, they never knew. They never knew it was me. But if you ask Ears of Christ, you ask Ears of Christ in the building, my boy, the DC's finest gangster.
Salute.
The nigga that had Alpo shook.
Say had Alpo shaking in his boots.
Had Alpo shaking in his boots. The rap pole. That rap pole nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Salute Ears to Christ.
Peace to the God and Mary Allah. I see you in the building. So they never knew, but if you ask the Haven right to this day,
right, salute.
I bet you remember that. I bet you. What's that? That's Pico?
Yeah, yeah, that's Pico. Salute, Pico.
Pico, salute, man. All right, that's High Thoughts TV. Okay. Salute and build. All right. So it shit was funny, man. So my cousin Carl came to the house. They didn't know it was me, but my cousin lived next door to me and my aunt. He came to the house. And they called me, really. Little Quack, come here. Hey, what's up? Yo, did you take something off that basketball court today? I was like,
hey, Wax AP said you ain't robbed no Jay-Z. Get him, Wax.
Now I robbed them niggas on a basketball court.
Hey, you know Born did some shit like that. You already know Born that.
Yo, so I got the something back. Like my cousin came back today. He's like, yo, did you take something off the basketball court today? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. That nigga hit me with a body shot. Boom! Did you take something off the basketball court today? I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Hit me another one. Boom! Yo, that's you know, bro. I had to tell her, yeah, the hell yeah, I took something.
Hey, Five Fifth said, well, you stole their shit.
I stole their shit. That's right. I robbed them niggas. That's
shit.
robbery. That's a robbery when you're 10, 11 years old. When you get a watch, a big ass dookie chain from a ring.
So what kind of chain? You can't remember, God, what kind of chain it was?
It was an anchor chain. It was a chain that had an anchor on it.
Didn't Jay-Z have one of them with the Gucci joint, with the Gucci chain? I think he had one.
That could have been one. It was an anchor chain.
I thought he had an anchor chain. Maybe there might be.
Yo, that's your kid. John Muhammad about to come up here in a minute.
Monique, salute, Queen.
Monique Hill, salute. Yo, got them niggas, yo. Got the little bread. You know what I'm saying? That shit was going in about a week.
So how much you get? How much you get, boy?
How much I get out of the money? Well, it was like 4,000 change altogether. But I ain't get that much. I think
how much you got your ass whooped, and you supposed to keep all that money. You could have flipped it.
Nah, I was thinking about getting that chick that lives next door. I'm 11 years old, nigga. I'm in my puberty stage now. Nigga. I'm trying to get something.
So so hold on. So you stole it, then you gave it to your aunt, and then you tricked the rest off.
Yeah. Not tricking off like that, but I bought some weed, we got some drinks, you know what I'm saying? At that age, I was already tall. I was like 6'1". So I just go to the liquor store, get me my 40 ounces, you know what I'm saying? Grab the 40 ounces, you know what I'm saying? With the Mad Dog 2020, get drunk, get sick to death, throwing up at 11 years old. You know what I'm saying? So the shit, it's real rap. It's a true story. It's funny though. But you know what I'm saying?
Richie Rich said, is this dude from Trenton? They asked, is you from Trenton?
Nah, I lived in Trenton as a kid. I'm from Elizabeth, nigga. King, New Jersey. Listen to Eastwick, you bitch ass niggas. That's right. I lived in Trenton in the heyday. My mother sent me to Trenton. She thought Trenton was fucking suburbs. Because it's in South Jersey. My mother thought Trenton was South Jersey was in the suburbs. When she said Trenton,
Mac lives in the building. Hey Mac, Born talking this shit. Born trying to say he robbed Jay-Z and he hated. You know Born with this shit today.
Jay-Z gonna fuck around and invite Born to dinner.
Jay-Z better invite his daughter and son to dinner that he's not taking care of. That's what he better invite to dinner.
Yo, would you take the dinner or the 500K, boy?
I took the 500K.
Yeah, I'd have took the 500. Yeah, I don't need to sit around and talk to no nigga. That I can take the 500 and do something else with that. That's too much time. The 500 gonna let me know what I need to do. He just gonna talk to me. Yeah, he just want to have a conversation about life. I don't give a fuck about it. I want the 500.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. He said give him 5 minutes. Give him 5 minutes. John, tell you the story. John know I'm not lying. John know I'm not lying. John tell you. He know I'm not lying, bro. He'll tell you how the niggas lay their jewelry.
So you round that bitch 11 years old, 6'1". So why they end up bullying you on the basketball court? You probably was one of the tallest niggas on the basketball court.
No, Jay-Z's tall, man. The Haven's tall. They's tall.
Oh, okay.
They tall and they older. You know what I'm saying? I was still a
Yeah,
kid, bro. I was
yeah.
scared of them niggas. I still the basketball. They just threw my ass off. They picked me up and threw me in the motherfucking grass. Get your little ass out of here. You messing up the game. I want to play. And now I bet you I would have bust all them niggas' ass when I got older. I was nasty, nigga. Jumping at the gym. Yo, that's right, Wax AP. I robbed the industry. I'm the first how to rob the industry nigga.
You the first. You the first. Hey, you the first 11-year-old stick-up kid besides
That's
Chopper.
right. Well, after Chopper, nigga. Well, after Chopper.
How long did it take for them to get back to find out you had took the shit?
But yo, by the time they got back and found out I took that shit, I was already back in Elizabeth. I was ready to go home. Them niggas gonna kill me.
You say it was your cousin or your uncle that punched you?
It was my cousin that punched me. That was the Haven them boy.
Yeah. Wax AP said you was a scrub on that hardwood.
Nah, Wax AP to tell you the truth. I'll give Wax AP the fucking business. I give that country niggas the business.
Wax AP said you won't like him. You know them North Kakalaki niggas. You know them VA niggas. You know we can hoop.
Wax AP from Elizabeth, New Jersey too, bro.
He from Elizabeth.
Yeah, he just moved to North Kakalaki.
Okay.
Yo, when you send me that Cashapp, I'll tell you what I'm drinking, nigga. If you send me that Cashapp, I'll tell you what I'm drinking, nigga.
We might have a one-on-one.
I ain't worried about AP because that right hand is no good no more. I don't know how you gonna shoot the right hand.
You said it. He on you, AP. AP, get your ass up here. He talking shit. You know he on one today. He talking shit. AP, get up here, nigga. Nigga talking about your hand now. Now we gotta get this nigga. I'm with you, AP. Yeah, we hoop. Yeah. That's right. Facts. That's facts. That's a facts. 5/5. Yeah, we call it hooping.
He said, real niggas that play ball don't call it hooping.
Yeah.
Now, we call it balling. In Jersey, we call it balling. And down south, they call it hooping. Jersey, we call it balling. So you can say you're a baller. Niggas be like, oh, you're a baller? Yeah, I'm a baller. Niggas think you're a baller for selling rock or a baller for shooting rock. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
But you're a baller.
Facts.
AP don't want this smoke.
AP, you know that nigga up in age now. You know his legs don't move fast. You probably can go around him. He ain't gonna do nothing but turn around and shoot hook shots.
That's right. Hook shots body your ass down to the post. Once I get the ball, you ain't never touching it again, nigga. With your little scrawny ass. Them legs ain't strong enough, nigga. Your arms too short to box with God, AP.
Listen to him, Wax.
Your arms too short to box with God, nigga.
What you think about this, Mac? Now he said he robbed Jay-Z and he got away.
Hey, my arm too short to box with God. God
That's
got
right.
Jehovah.
Hey, yo, and I told you it was an anchor. The chain was an anchor chain.
Yo, when you steal from a thief, what does God do? Smile.
Hey, somebody said you robbed Jay-Z, you smoking crack. They don't believe God.
Yo, bro.
What John?
John come, he said give him 5 minutes. I don't gotta lie about no shit like that, bro. I ain't good for that next week off the jerseys, nigga. I ain't gonna front, nigga.
And I remember,
was it platinum? If it wasn't platinum, you didn't rob Jay-Z.
It wasn't platinum. They was wearing platinum back in the day. They was only wearing gold, bro.
They was wearing gold. But I think I remember Jay-Z in the picture had that with the box fade, had that chain with the anchor, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if you could pull it up. Can you pull it up, Born?
Let me see.
Picture Jay-Z with the anchor chain and the box fade.
Okay, let me see.
He said, yeah. Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna find it for you right now. anchor chain. Yeah, let me see. It could have been this chain. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to find for you right now. See. It could have been. He said he had the anchor chain.
Yeah, I thought he did like with the Gucci link or
Images.
some with a Gucci link.
Right, is it right here? Oh shit, yo! There we go, right
I
here, bro.
told you. You thought I was bullshit. Now I'm for real. He had one. You said
that was his shit. That was his shit. Look, yo, hold up.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, that chain. Yeah, the anchor. You didn't get that nigga chain, man.
I got that chain, bro. I got the chain. They had it laying on the motherfucking tower. I told you. It was a watch, it was rings, it was other chains. They only give me $4,000. I know that much. I wish I was older. I wish that motherfucker was still around. I would beat his ass for robbing me for all that money. Word up. I whooped his ass for robbing me for all that money, yo. He said I took the cash and spent it at the Brown Derby. That gotta be a nigga from Elizabeth. Now I was too young to go to Brown Derby. Nigga, I was like 10 or 11, bro. I had like 11. So I went back to Jersey and got locked up in detention for something else.
And so your man never brought that up, huh?
Huh?
Yeah, that's the chain, though. That's what you thought I was playing when you said that. I'm like, well, damn, that's that chain you're talking about.
Yeah, I just do it was an anchor chain. It was a watch. It was like a roller. It was a gold roller. The nugget watch. The gold nugget watch. I was saying, it was a nugget gold watch. It was a nugget gold watch. It was like a 3-finger ring. It was another chain, another little chain.
On that picture, dude, it show he got a 3-finger ring.
Oh, let me see. Yo, stop playing, bro. Yo, let me see. Hold up. Let me see. Yo, you crazy as hell, bro.
Nah, for real. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button on Born Taking the Chain.
Let me see. Hold on. Right here. You got 3-finger ring on that? Oh, shit. Yo, look.
I know. It's in the...
Yo.
Born act like, oh, that's the jury. No. Cut it out, boy. That's the jury?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, 3 fingers. Yeah.
Right there.
And that's the watch, too.
Yo, is it nothing going watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my bad to him, it wasn't yours. It was Jay-Z's.
Yeah, that's it. If you said you got the 3-finger ring, you didn't even know he had one.
Nah. I didn't know nothing about the anchor chain either. I knew about the
I remember I saw that picture a long time ago.
Yeah. The way they gave me 4 bands for it, I don't know how much it's worth. Monkey Man, what's up, Monkey Man? But y'all, I want y'all to hear David talk about their time growing up in Trenton. No, I'm gonna show you right now. Niggas always thinking a nigga gotta lie. Nigga gotta lie, bro. I'm a grown ass man, dog. I'm talking about shit I did when I was a kid.
DraftKings, you spoiling me now. Getting paid in the blink of an eye.
I wouldn't have to rob Jay-Z for his leftovers. Your mother give me her leftovers, nigga.
Oh, hell no.
What? I ain't saying nothing. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
Fair use.
No, hold on, this is the wrong video.
That was funny, though.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yo, you think that Jay-Z's kid in Trenton?
Yeah, that's Jay-Z kid, man. Jay-Z's a piece of shit. That's his kid. Here we go right here, y'all.
Meaning from selling.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Things got tense. And I had a better future with, in basketball. So they was trying to gear me in that direction, and I landed in Trenton. You know what I'm saying? Trenton had a good high school basketball program that the coach recommended, and my mom, you know, so they kind of shipped me out in Trenton. And
Trenton was kind of rough, though, wasn't it?
but when, yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Fair use.
When I got in Trenton, I wouldn't say rough. I'll say Trenton enlightened me to where it was dudes getting money besides New York. You get what I'm saying? Like I saw
there was a lot of economic opportunity in the streets.
Like that when I got to Trenton and saw what was going on in that high school. Like I never seen high school students pushing horses and Benzes and Audis to school. I never seen that.
Yeah, because New Jersey's interesting. It's a bunch of small cities next to each other, but it'll be like a rich city next to a poor city.
I ended up in Trenton, and Trenton turned me out. You know, without a lie, Trenton had turned me out. Like I said, I had never really seen that high school students, people my age, with the money they had in Trenton, because everything was like the value was much higher in New York. You know what I'm saying? In Trenton. So they was getting massive money. So that kind of turned me out. And when I kept coming back from Jersey and shit before he came down, and when I kept coming out, I was coming back, you know, with more and more flow. Like shit was, it's popping. I got shit lit down here, this and that. Just give it a minute. Let me put the blueprint down for you. So when you come down, everything is good. By the time he got down there, man, Jay, it was already laid out. People already was expecting my brother. You know what I'm saying? I had been bragging about him. You know, he used to come down on weekends, and I used to be like, yo, you know, these guys can rap or whatever and shit. They used to say, yo, you think your brother gonna... I used to be like, yo, y'all find anybody, you know what I mean? I get Jay to tear him up. And that's when, I don't know if you're familiar with...
That's a Jay right there.
Teacher.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Shaquilla.
Yeah, I set that battle up with him and Wise Intelligent, man.
Oh, because they were from Trenton. That's right.
They was from Trenton. And, yeah, so you know they really loved Jay when he came through and shit. They took a nice liking to him and shit, and we just hustled and shit.
And what was the scale? Like what you were selling on the street to users? So you were selling low weight dealers.
Trenton was like way much different, bro. Trenton was like way much different for me because it was so fast paced. You know, in New York, we had little spots where you can sell, you know, you got dimes, trades, whatever, this and that. The third, you know, Trenton was just like an open market. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like an open market where I was getting rid of 500 capsules a day, easy. 3,000 on the weekend.
Two for ones to the local guys?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. We was going to New York, actually, man. I had no idea, no knowledge about cooking up and cracking all that shit. We was buying it from Dominicans already in bottles for $3 a cap. For $3 a bottle.
And then you were doing what? Two for five?
You would give it 2 for $5, 10 for 15, you know what I'm saying? I mean, 10 for 80, 15 for 100. You know what I'm saying? So before you look at it, you're going to ran through 500 capsules, 1,000 capsules, quick, fast and stuff. And Trenton was definitely a money maker for us.
What was his role?
His role was...
I like the side block Philly cheesesteak spots I had.
Pretty much everything my role was when I wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? People already respected who he was. Yo, that's the Haven little brother, whatever this shit, you know what I'm saying? So he good, you know what I mean? It's already laid out. Like I said, everything was laid out for him already. Things was falling apart for me and Trey, really. Catching too many cases, having problems and shit. And I seen a vision of me really getting in bad situations in Trenton. So I was always open for another spot.
Right, y'all. Let's start in the building.
Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. BTBTV. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. BTB TV. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo, John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say you overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street. Death and horror flow. The pride.
Salute. What's your E-port question, bruh? Brother Brick City, where's your E-port question, man? I answer all questions not incriminated. Let's get it. But yo, like I told y'all, bruh. Yo, Cross, you there, bruh?
Yeah, I'm here.
I told y'all, bruh. East Trenton, nigga.
Yeah.
That's where I lived. For all you haters.
Dirty Jersey.
Dirty Jersey.
Salute to all of New Jersey.
And this one, there we go, y'all. Let's get it. Fair use.
Man, today we're gonna talk about that boy Jay-Z and his childhood friend. Jay grew up in Haven, pitted out Maryland, Eastern Shore, Maryland. That's where he met Emery at. So D-Haven met Emery first. Emery was a young dude out in Maryland getting money. So basically, D-Haven introduced Jay and Emery to each other. And to this day, Emery and Jay still cool. Emery just came home not too long ago for y'all who keep up with this situation. And man, it's crazy because, like D-Haven was saying, Jay is even his daughter's god.
That's not D-Haven's daughter. That's Jay-Z's daughter.
That's Jay-Z daughter?
Yeah. And this is why everybody...
For the culture.
Now, he's to say in this, say when the feds came and got him. If you're listening closely to the lyrics, he said the feds came and got him, and we both, ran off, and I got caught. Whatever.
The feds came to get me. We both fled quickly. Wasn't quick enough to jump over the hedges with me. Got caught.
So be it. I mean, if that's the way he wanted to put it, that's cool, and that's maybe the way you have to say it. But it ain't go like that. So while I'm in Wake County, right, I'm waiting, I'm calling, I'm waiting to see what the get around is, right? And he mentions on his lyrics about a phone call. And he accepted a phone call
from Brooklyn.
And he felt like it was something shaky in my voice,
and when he called collect and I heard his name, I quickly accepted. But when I reached the phone, he's talking reckless. I could sense deceit in his tone.
Or whatever. That shit is a lie. That shit is a lie. I tell you this. I was in Wake County for...
Who was El Jefe?
I waited a few days to see what the pop-off is, just to understand.
El Jefe, show your face. Yo, what? Who's El Jefe?
Nigga, it's me, B.
Oh, word? Okay, all right. Nigga, all right. All right, that's my boy 5/5. Nigga,
yeah, 5/5, what up?
Salute, my people, salute.
Nigga, you late.
Nigga, I'm in the chat watching what you talking about. I told you stole the shit and the pawn shop nigga robbed you.
That's right. Yeah, so what? I still ain't good though for that with that little
Yo, my nigga said I'm 11 and I'm 6'1" and they wouldn't let me play basketball. But niggas, I'm taking this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, facts. The niggas said, yo, they didn't know about it until after the game, bro. Yo, when my cousin came to the house, said, yo, you take some, I told him, he give me that body work. I admitted to him. He's like, where's that? I was like, at the pawn shop. He was like, man, this don't say nothing. I ain't had to say nothing. My uncle buying all that crack for these niggas. Where the fuck this nigga get all this money for to buy crack?
My nigga, you're 6'1", 11 running from a park with some shit in your hand. You think don't nobody see that?
Right. He's probably running faster than a motherfucker too. He probably ain't run that fast in a long time.
Niggas is like, why he running away from the court? He should be running to the court.
Nah, they kicked me off the court, so that's why I was leaving.
This my nigga. My nigga said I stole this shit, but since I'm 11, that's a robbery. Talk about I don't admit to crimes. What?
You crazy.
That crime is a statute of limitation for that, bro. That shit been gone. That was like 87, 88, bro. Like 87, 88.
My nigga said I've been looking for this change since 87, nigga.
So that's when they was in their prime at that time. I guess. Yeah.
Yo, we got my big bro John Muhammad in the building. Salute. God.
Peace to the kings and queens, gods and earths of the universe. Peace, God.
Yo, God, these niggas think I'm front about when I tell them how them niggas used to play basketball around the corner from my house on Sherman Ave.
You already know that was the hustle hangout spot for us back then.
Right.
When they play when they play jewelry, when they play basketball, God.
Pardon again, say that again.
When they play basketball at that park around the corner from Sherman Ave, what do they put jewelry when they play?
They should put it on the side, like niggas that sit they stuff in the grass. We should put it in our Kanglos. We should, put our Kanglo in our hats on the grass. On the sideline. We should take our jewelry off because when you playing, your jewelry can get broken or ripped. You feel me? Same thing we should do with our gun. Put our gun in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But a gun ain't shiny as jewelry. I was thinking about the jewelry way more shiny than that gun was. I'll tell you that much.
No, when you have fast feet, you had to watch. You had to watch your jewels. You had to watch your jewels back then, because the nigga will grab your shit and run. But to say that though, back then money was so abundant. Like if you could take a loss, bro, you could take a loss on Friday and be back on Monday.
Yeah, that power of the American dollar back then was a lot higher than it is now.
Yeah, because we didn't have electronic money, so money was tangible back then. So when we were coming up, bro, I used to go around there to get weight. You feel me? That was one of the prominent spots of the city for you to go get weight. And of course, Jay-Z, Valencia, The Haven, Sudan, all of them was, kingpin status back then as teenagers. You feel me? So we used to all be doing the same thing though. Money was so abundant, you had it, and jewelry was so abundant. Like, we went from hustling to kingpin status to robbing jewelry stores. So because it was so abundant, it was everywhere. It wasn't the way it is now.
Salute, show your love, salute.
Salute. Like, even for legal motherfuckers that never broke the law, you can go back in the day to the store with $1 and get mad shit. Today, that dollar ain't buying you nothing.
Man, that dollar ain't buying you nothing. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Back then, you could walk around in the cities and find money. People would drop money because money was abundant. You didn't have, the plastic then. You had money. So it was different. Just like, jewelry was different, clothes was different. You feel me? When I left home, I was 13 years old. So I got my school clothes that year that I left home off of laundry, a clothesline. Because niggas would hang their clothes on the clothesline. You got fast feet. You can make it, you can eat. You feel me?
Hey, yo, hold on. What you talking about the pawn shop that was on the corner of Sherman, right around the corner from the park? The black man. The black man. It was a black man and an Italian man that had a partnership, and the Italian man couldn't have it. Yeah, the Italian man couldn't have it because we would definitely take it from him. And back then everything was pro-black, so
if you had a business, especially right there, you can go in that same pawn shop and buy jewelry niggas that stole from you around the corner. And a nigga steal jewelry, go to the pawn shop, sell it, and the nigga from around the corner come in that same pawn shop and buy the jewelry the same day. You should
That's
find yourself beefing with a nigga got your shit, but he got your shit from the pawn shop.
Yo, I told Cross they had the jewelry on a towel. It was a white towel. It was a chain. It was a nugget gold watch. It was a 3-finger ring. It was a bracelet, another chain, some shit like that. So,
and you know some funny shit? We talking about Hov and them?
Yeah. Cause I told him to pull the picture up, and the picture showed that Jay-Z got the anchor with the 3-finger ring.
You know why? You know why? They whole clique. I wish I had my man Sudan on here right now. Their whole clique, that was their signature piece. The gold anchor chains.
Oh, okay.
Word up. That was their whole clique had them. Damn. See, man, I'm on here with y'all. And I ain't got my brother Sudan, but they used to have the whole clique all on one, because that was one of the signature pieces. And you went back then, you wasn't running around with a Jesus piece, because the Jesus piece was really respected in a religious circle. So if you was holy, then you had those.
And then most of them was God body anyway. It came out of
true indeed. Right. That's why I said it was only to religious circles. You feel me? Like in the mid 90s, niggas started wearing the Jesus pieces because it became cool to wear it and represent, Christianity from that perspective. But in the reality, that anchor piece was what a lot of them brothers, Little New York, Lisa, Valencia, all of them had it. You feel me? And they said, you would lose it and get it back like nothing, like no other. So it was what it was back then.
Yeah,
so
I told him the old man gave me $4,000, almost like $4,000 for all that shit, bro. Knowing that shit was worth probably like $80,000, $100,000.
Man, look, what you got to remember, back then gold was different too. You feel me? When I was, think of this, right? Gold right now is like 1,900 a penny for an ounce. You feel me? In penny weight. When I was hitting jewelry stores, it was $400 to $500 an ounce. You feel me? So that's early 90s when I was doing that. So back in the 80s, it was diamonds was the money. And back then, when you had money, diamonds was the thing, real diamonds, not these, not these mixed, just like gold now is worth different money because commercial gold is mixed with a lot of other metal.
What about like rubies and shit like that back then?
Yeah. Well, those are called exquisite gems. They costed more than diamonds, sapphires, rubies, jade, emeralds. They had a higher cost than diamonds. So it was different. It was real. The money game was different.
They talk about that, how the scandal of diamonds and shit, and how it's a false belief to make them worth what they're not.
Yeah, what they do is they harbor diamonds. Like what they do is mine them, and then they harbor them. They'll put them. They got them in this vault in Germany, and that's how you control the price of the market. You make it rare and exquisite by harboring them. You take them, put them up, you hoard all of the diamonds, and once you hoard them,
that's why the Germans and the Europeans are mad now, because the Africans not letting them back in their country, their villages, to steal from them.
Yeah, you see that. You see that with Italy too. They done stopped Italy. They said over there, Italy is in trouble as far as utility, electricity, all that. The Africans, they ain't doing that shit no more. They've been robbing them for like all these 36 years. What, $500 billion they've been taking from them?
Yeah, they make a false perception of scarcity to control the market.
Right.
You can make these labs. In a lab, you can make diamonds now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So rubies,
But also in the lab, if you know how to look at a diamond with the proper tool, you could tell what's been made in the lab and what came fresh from the earth.
Yeah.
Right, because it's got carbon in it. And when you see a
Yeah.
lot of the carbon in it.
Well, yeah, and they're making lab made diamonds. They're infusing carbon in it to make the diamond. So, when you're testing these diamonds, it's hard. You don't know until you get down to the cut. That's what differentiates the true value of the diamond. Because a real diamond is super hard to actually cut. Take special tools to cut a real diamond.
And if
And
you go back in the day,
been in them rooms, bro, with them Jews up New York. They got floors. When I'm talking about floors, you go into a building, man. My boy Ari, he used to take me to this building, bro. And I used to want to rob them because they would have top flight security, but I was getting so much. They had to take me to where I can get the best prices for it. And in those buildings, bro, they have floors of dudes cutting diamonds, shaping diamonds, and all of the stolen diamonds. That's where we got that blood diamonds. They used to bring those over to the country, bro. All in fruit.
Their skin. People just putting their skin up under their skin.
Bro, they used to have it in fruit and all types of stuff, bro. They used to put diamonds in animals and bring them over. Like the industry is so deep. We only see the surface of it because we consumers. But when you in that industry, bro, you see it all. And now jewelry is just different now. But back then, you would be able to get it. You could rob somebody back then, bro. And a nigga would go that same day and go buy new jewelry. Real talk. You can rob somebody in the morning.
You buy the same one. You buy the same one.
Yeah. You can rob somebody in the morning, bro, and they go by that nighttime, they'll be done got back.
That's why I told niggas back in the day that hater character didn't really exist. Because if you were active, everybody was making money. Everybody.
It wasn't
never existed.
You're right, because there wasn't no pocket checkers back then. Everybody was getting to the money, but it was only the niggas that robbed you knew who to stay away from. Everybody else was getting to the money.
Well, yeah, even the niggas that rob you, like, bro, we used to rob niggas and be in the club with them
that's
later on that night. Real talk, like, bro, real talk. I'm talking about, big wigs, niggas that had it. But it was a part of the game. See, that's another part, bro. Getting shot is a part of the game. Going to jail is a part of the game. Getting robbed is a part of the game. Robbing niggas is a part of the game. Selling and hustling, it was all the game. It was all inclusive. Now you got this effeminate emotional state and mentality amongst the players in the game. So now start including shit like we said. Nigga get robbed and he'll go call the cops and point you out nowadays. That was forbidden back then. You feel me?
You rob a nigga for a key, and nigga tell the cops you stole $100,000 from him.
man, look.
Yo, I see niggas butt shots at niggas.
Back then, bro. Man, look, I could tell you some shit, bro. Word is bone. Once I went from hustling to realizing, hey, this is too much hard work and too much of a risk. Then I started robbing the hustlers. When that happened, I was stupid because you robbing somebody, you only getting the stuff. You rob a drug dealer, you get some money, but you still got to sell the drugs that you stole from me. So it was like working backwards. You feel me? So I said, all right, I'm gonna start robbing the people that they spend their money with, which is the enemy, the jewelry stores. It was all a part of the game. Even the jewelry stores knew that. The first thing I would tell a jewelry owner, man, look, this is you got insurance to cover all of this. Don't make this a homicide when it's just a robbery. Guess what they would do? They would give it up because they already knew that they would put a larger claim in for this than what they actually lost. So it was money. It was hand in hand.
So it was hand in hand. Recycle right back to the other game.
Like that Kim, like the way Kanye and Kim shit got robbed for that jewelry insurance
scheme. Oh, yeah, that was a setup.
Yeah. That's why this is what I tell the young niggas around my way, right? I be like, yo, the streets is like a game. In other words, there's characters to this game. You can be the piece of shit that robs niggas, that robs your own parents. That character is available. You can be the drug dealer, you could be the stick-up kid, you could be the lick. These all characters are available. Now, the only character that's not available in the streets is that snitch. It's the only character not available. So if you're not a nigga that could do your shit, get arrested, do your time, this game is not for you.
That's true. That's true.
Because niggas be like,
Well,
oh, they were gonna
That's a Snapple top fact.
kidnap my mom. Check it. Niggas be like, oh, they were gonna kidnap my mom, right? Well, part of the game is you could get
My
that.
little brother, shout out to my little brother, Mr. Executioner.
Execution in the building.
Mr.
Peace, God.
Peace, God. Mr. Executioner. You gotta take that TV off your neck and put
Chef for millions. Chef for millions.
Right?
That's my brother right there, boy.
Come join the family.
That's Trenton, New Jersey's finest right there.
You already know. And he been doing that at a high level since he was 14.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying. When I was telling you, you see the title, The Day I Robbed Jay-Z and Dave in the East Trenton for the watch the change on at the basketball game.
This nigga's crazy.
That's the title of it.
Yeah.
It's bugging you.
Hey, guess what though? Boy, you know you was just one of the few, but more than one did it. Because to them, it was like, hey, I got today, I'll have it back tonight. Or, you know, most of us, bro, we had a whole wardrobe of jewelry, like we had clothes, bro. We had certain jewelry that we wore in certain places with certain styles of dress.
Fact.
So you got that, all right, you good. I'll get another one of those later. I got this right here and go home and pull that out. And sometimes we would lose and then come out and bring out that big shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you yeah, man. You take my rope. Yeah. You take my rope. Now I got the Cuban on tomorrow. You feel me? Then we started getting the stones put in the chains. That changed the game for real.
Yeah, hold up. Jonathan Kidd, peace to the guy. Lord said, boasting and freight was the thing in Chicago and my neighborhood, along with hustling. Yeah, we used to rob the freight trains too in Trenton and in
Man, what?
Man, what trains? The
look.
TVs, the Pampers,
everything. The only thing we didn't get off of them trains was guns.
No, we got the King Vitamin cereal, all that shit.
Man, look.
The saying was it fell off the truck. That was the saying back in the day. It fell
Man,
off.
look, or they were robbing trucks. See the OGs in my community, they would go steal a whole 18-wheeler that's be sitting in the back of Macy's or one of the malls. They'll go steal the whole truck, bro, and be selling wholesale right in the hood. The game done changed, bro. Technology changed the game. You can't rob something now because you got GPS trackers. You got cameras at every corner on every stoplight. So things have changed. Like the game has changed. If you're not stealing from a technical point, then you really can't steal.
Like I told
and they got those shots fired cameras now. I know they got them in the real west. Shots fired. They coming right there. They coming right where that shot is.
They got them over there.
They're called spot goblins, right?
They definitely got spot shotters.
But check it. But nowadays with technology, the level of how to get legal money is easier now than before.
Right, because now you don't have human interaction. You don't got that confrontation.
And this is what we need to teach the young niggas. Like, yeah, but now with technology, you can get money in your crib, smoking an L while your broad is giving you oral sex, nigga.
But you gotta be at a technical point to where you could master that game like we had to master the game in the street. Correct. You gotta remember when crack hit the black community in the early 80s, bro, the cops didn't understand it. They didn't know how to react to it. We should stand on the yellow line in the street and serve people like McDonald's drive-through because they didn't understand what was going on.
So now today you can sell enough bud where you can make $1,500 and buy you a computer or a laptop and you take off from right there.
Yeah,
man, it's easy.
You get what I'm saying? You can take off from right there.
And you don't have the threat of human interaction.
My little brother's execution said, my Jesus has on my chains were the same size as my head. Pause.
That.
On his neck.
Hey, Chef still rocking them. Chef be running up in them $1,000 gator boots. He know we go shopping for that type stuff together.
Right.
Word up. Tell him, Chef, we keep that shit right. 2023, we got it right. It's just a different year, man. That's all. We the same people.
That's it.
The game never changed, only the players. You feel me?
That's it.
Facts.
Real talk.
So a lot of niggas like, oh, you lying, you didn't run Jay-Z, you didn't run the I was the only nigga that did it, but I did do it. And to me, at 11 years old, when you run up with that much shit at 11, and your uncle's a crackhead, your aunt's husband's a crackhead, rather sell all the food. That's a
I'm quite sure it is.
That's a come up. You don't give a how much money you get out of it. You know you eat good for them few days.
My nigga said fast feet and a hungry stomach will make you do some wild shit.
Damn real. You best believe, bro. You got fast feet, you can eat. Now they sending the boys in blue after you.
The pawn shop niggas who ate. The pawn shop nigga ate for real, for real.
Yeah, we used to rob the pawn shops.
The pawn shop robbed him.
We used to rob the pawn shop. We kept.
Yo, hold up. I told the pawn shop gave me like $4,000 for all that shit. I robbed
Hell
him.
yeah.
The pawn shop robbed me. Yeah. That old fat nigga.
Yeah.
See, I said he stole it from him and he robbed him.
Say what? $4 grand? I'm taking that.
Depending on who you was, the pawn shop was your friend or foe.
Yeah.
Because
the
people come in and see their jury there, the pawn shop be like, yo, so-and-so sold that to me. You know what I'm saying? I sell it back to you for the boss sold to him. You know what I mean? Or a little extra. I bought for him. But the pawn shop would tell motherfuckers, the drug dealers that come in and see their chain, they're like, yo, who sold that to you? The pawn shop be like, yo, I can't tell you who sold it. Or they'll be like, yo, so-and-so sold it. You know what I mean? And that started a whole new war in the streets. Am I lying, Ja?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Actual facts. Word up. And you know what's funny? Hov and them will laugh at you right now, Born.
Yeah.
And I know they remember. Because you know we don't never forget when we got.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Word up. We'll never forget when we got. Whether they pointing at us or
they probably like, man, that big motherfucker, that's the nigga that stole our shit running off.
Yo, it's like, but you so young at the time. One thing you think about is eat. You like, those niggas getting all these niggas kicked off the basketball court. They got all this, they gamble the money on the court. They drinking 40s on the court, watching the game, and they gonna lay all their jewelry here and tell me to get my little ass in the style line. I got these motherfuckers today. As soon as they ain't paying attention, I'm snatching that shit and I'm darting out the gate.
Trust me.
But hold on, I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. I didn't run till I got outside the gate. Once I got past them and got out to the gate, that's when I took off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, look.
You tried to walk smooth out of there.
Yeah, walk smooth out the gate. As soon as I got it, then I shot out.
Hey, you know, it's deep. They used to a crews used to play the game together. So they would all come and have, like if they got next, they would already had a team together and that would be their crew. So that's how you should be able to get them.
Facts, B. It was Born that snatched them 100 bricks when he was like 15. You don't know? You don't know? He took them bricks from him to remember. He said he took a L for 100 bricks. Niggas don't know that he was born when he was like 13. He said, let me hold that, blood. Let me get that. That's me. Right now. He said, let me get that off you, old head. Let me get that off you, old head.
Yo,
that's how you out here doing?
Right. Yeah. If I would snatch 100 bricks of that nigga at 13, bro.
You'd be rich by now, right?
It wasn't a matter. The pawn shop nigga would have paid you $5 a brick and you would have took it.
Nah. I knew the price of drugs. I didn't know the price of jewelry at the time. I knew the price. I knew the worth of drugs. I didn't know the worth of jewelry. Because I'm a project nigga. We were practicing drugs all our life, so we know the worth of drugs. We know a 0.05. That's a half a gram. That's a dime. That was a dime back in the day. That was a $10 crack rock. But when I was to Denver, Colorado, that same 0.5 was a fucking 50. A fucking 50 a powder, a fucking $100 a crack.
Yeah, yeah, boy. I was about to say, them prices was different too. You feel me? We was getting 1,000 grams for 8,500 to 10 racks. Like that's like unimaginable now.
Yeah.
Word up, unimaginable, bro.
Now motherfuckers paying like $50 a gram.
We used to pay they used to give 100 a gram for powder. Powder had a different value in a different market. So I would go to Manhattan, the business district, and get 100 per gram because they wasn't taking no risk of coming around the way.
Right.
Word up, man. I mean, man, we used to make so much money, like we didn't understand what to do with the money. That was the problem. Remember, Rayford Evans had money being eaten by the rats in the crib. That's how much money he had, bro.
Yeah, I remember. Hold up, I remember when my
niggas was funding the war.
I remember when I went to DC. I went to DC.
Couldn't do nothing with it.
No, hold up, yo. I remember when I went to DC, right, to see my cousins and them, and my grandmother told me, she said, "Stay away from Ray ass. He ain't no good." I was like, "What you talking about, Grandma? That's my cousin." She's like, "He no good. Stay with the McCrays. Leave the Edmonds alone." My mother's side's Edmonds and my grandfather's side's McCrays. She said, "Stay with your grandfather's side. Leave the Edmonds side alone because that nigga ain't no good." I didn't believe her. He used to give me movie money all the time. Hey, go to the store. I go to the store for the nigga with 100 to get him a fucking coffee, son. They tell me to keep the change. You dig what I'm saying?
It was like that back then, though.
I was a kid. I didn't know none of that, but when I knew he got money, and by the time I got to my teenage years, right before he got kicked in '90, I was a teenager. I was about to be a freshman in high school, and I was out there in DC for the summer. And when I say,
y'all niggas was making money, boy. God damn it.
Man, you got to think. You got to think. We would make just what we call low end. I was a low level, but my daily allowance was 2,500 to 5 racks a day, and that was just between me and my brother. And we would do that and shut down everything we would do because we was always taught all money is good money because it spends, but all money ain't your money because it don't belong to you. So you don't be greedy in the game. You feel me? You just get what you're supposed to get out of the game and have a discipline. And that's why we didn't suffer that most people suffered in the game because greed is easy.
We had shifts, yo. I put everybody on shift. We all had shifts. Either 8 to 8 8 in the morning, 8 to 8 at night, or 8 to 8 at night to 8 in the morning, 8 to 8 in the morning. That's how we did it.
Yeah, we was running on 6-hour shifts. And then by the time we got our own show, it was like if it was 2 hours, if I got that in 2 hours, that 5 racks would come in 2 hours. It was a wrap. I'm shutting down. I see you tomorrow.
I tell niggas, man, the money's so plentiful. That's why when we talk about Jay-Z at the Haven, the reason I feel some type of way about how Jay-Z did the Haven is because the Haven showed that nigga the game. He taught that nigga. He got that nigga rich. Y'all don't even know that Haven also took money down to the Rockefeller Records to help get that started. And he never
you got to remember this too, bro. Like every man was responsible for his own moves. So if you did something and made a mistake, then when you pay for it, bro, the consequences on you. Like you can't expect for the next man to follow your lead and making a mistake when he done made the right decision. You feel me? And that like my brother didn't want to go get this nigga back, right? So guess what I did? I went ahead against his own advice and went and did it. The nigga that I did it with, he didn't even get out of the car, but he was there and he told on me. So I can't expect for my brother to suffer because of me. I made that mistake and I made that decision.
Right.
And that's the real that we have to recognize in the game. We both are together.
Listen, you got to think about like this too.
Okay, let me say something, boy. But you are correct. But what he said was, when he was going through his shit, he, for a metaphorical speaking, right? He took himself out and put Jay-Z in his position. That means that everything was already established. It's like, yo, I'm going through some shit. I need you to do this for me while I'm gone.
But that's not true according to the history that I know. See, I was buying weight from them. Jay-Z was in the clique, in the crew while they were building what they built. Whatever DeHaven did after he got locked up, whatever Jay-Z did after DeHaven got locked up, was based upon their own decisions. Because if we both made the same decision, then we both going to jail together. Jay-Z never snitched on him, so we ain't go to jail together. That means you made a move that you wasn't supposed to make a move that I didn't agree with or I wasn't with. And because of that decision, when you pay different penalties, bro, because of those decisions.
Listen, DeHaven was out the game 4 years before that case even came to him. Emory got caught. He got caught at Emory wiretap. Emory talking about him on a wiretap and got DeHaven caught up. The motherfucker yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. My point is we can't blame Hove for Emory or DeHaven's decision. And Emory and them was messing with a whole total different team that they behind what I'm saying. What I'm saying is before they got them dudes clicking. Because remember, they was clicking down Maryland and DC too. And if you go look at the history, their Trenton addresses was what got them caught up. That's how they got caught in the end. Because they had them Trenton addresses.
So check it. He says that he's older than Jay. He says that he put Jay onto the game. So now let me give you check this out. Let's say me and you as peoples, and I bring you down to a hood. Right?
Yep.
And the shit's already established. The work's already moving. The spot's already popping. The phone is already lit. Everything is already in place. And I'm telling you, yo, my nigga, I'm about to go do a bid. I'm about to go do whatever. I need you to keep making this money that I already started. All you got to do is be there to take it and pitch it off. You're just handing it off. That's all you're doing, right? Now, when I'm going through my shit, so
E-Port Posse in the building, Jabba the Boss. E-Port Posse in the building, salute because.
So now, as you get this money and you growing and you deciding to switch lanes, right? You're deciding to become a rapper and all this shit. When I'm fucked up, why wouldn't you help me? Because if it wasn't for me putting you in the game, you wouldn't have had the money to start to be able to even think about switching lanes. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have that money there to say, fuck this street shit, I'm gonna be a rapper. Because before that, it was fuck rapping. I'm poor, nigga. I need this money. Did he get booted?
Who?
He's not there.
My brother John, he might have his phone line with him. Here you go. John, you heard him?
Yeah. Pardon me, the phone rung and you know I'd be disconnected on the Bluetooth.
Oh, I thought they.
I heard the beginning of what he was saying to the point. I just want to share the history that we lived. When Hove came to Trenton, he was 16. They went to Trenton High. They went to school down here. So he was hustling then while we were back then. I left home when I was 13, my brothers. I was in the street making major figures by the time I was 14. Life was different in America then, especially in the black community. So what they were all doing at that time, it wasn't just that I put you on. You got to put that work in just in order to be associated. So it's not like he was sitting there as a secretary or holding the bag like I was at the age 13 for my cousin that was a kingpin in Harlem. You was putting that work in, bro. And when you put that work in, you make decisions based upon what you know and how you know. Like I said, when I went to prison, I was 18. My brother, a year older, he didn't go. So he had an opportunity to be out living for those 6 years, living and enjoying his life.
Hold that thought, John. Hold that thought, guy. Now let's listen to what DeHaven had to say, and then we're gonna break down what he said. You tell me what you agree with and what you don't agree with.
Right.
Damn, the magnitude of what I'm going through. I met a nigga in there, dealt with some fast shit before, and he was telling me to get around and all this other shit. You know, what was going on with me and what am I facing. So after 2-3 days and shit, you know what I'm saying, settled in, I started to reach out to Jay, right? I started to reach out to Jay. So first I have my shorty call him. Niggas he not answering. She not answering. He not answering. And you know how niggas get in the pen, right? You know, when you in a jam, like you trying to figure out what's going on. So you getting the screaming on your shorty. You fucking me, he ain't answering. You call such and such. You call this one and this one, this and that. And you know, girls go through a lot when this shit happen, man. Cause the nigga put the press on them to take care of a lot of this shit. So she like, you know, babe, he, you know, I can't get a hold of him or whatever. Woo woo. All right. So I call Mama Love. I called my mom's. I said, Mom, I'm gonna need you to call this nigga Moms and tell him I need to talk to him. Cause it's dead up. It's serious. I need to talk to him. You know, Mama Love. You know, my moms know it. They friends, always been friends at that time, whatever. So I call my mom's on deck. So she called, she gave me a number. I called this nigga Moms. Right? I call his Moms, and this is what I say. I say, hey, Miss Glow, how you? She's like, fine. She said, what up? I'm like, nothing. I said, I'm in a little situation here. I'm trying to talk to Jay. So she was like, huh? What? I said, yeah, I'm in a little situation here. Nothing major. Just want to talk to Jay. I've been trying to get at him, trying to reach him and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's been to nothing. So she was like, well, where you calling me from? I said, I'm calling you from jail. Like, I'm locked up. So she says, okay, all right, I'll get him a message and hang up quick. That's the only person I talked to. And that was the only words that I said, right? Keep that in mind now. That's the only thing I said. Keep this in mind. So, meanwhile, I'm still in there, right? I'm still in there, right? So I'm in there. I still haven't heard from Jay. You know what I'm saying? So now I go into transit, right? You know what I'm saying? I go into transit, so I ain't really got time to chase this nigga around and woo, this and that and the third. Because I really don't know what's going on until I get to Maryland. So what's the use of even talking to him, trying this shit? But the fact of the matter, he ain't responding to this shit, you know what I mean? That got me tight. So now I go in transit. They take me from, they actually threw me out of Wade County because I was causing havoc in there. You know what I'm saying? I was causing havoc in there. So I went to Wade County. I went from Wade County to Wilson County. Wilson County was where the bus come and drop, pick you up. I got to Wade County. They already knew the reputation that I had coming from. When I got to Wilson County, they already heard about what I had going on in Wade County. So they was already, when I got to Wilson County, this was 98. These jails was like Mulberry and Andy Griffin, like these little towns and shit. You feel me? Wilson like that. So they had a little small jail, and I'm like, no TV. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I'm not going to be able to stay in here. You know what I'm saying? The police was like, nah, you good. You know what I'm saying? They gave me some food from outside and in the newspaper. They said, yo, you're only going to be here for 24 hours. The bus be here to take you to VA. I said, I'm like, cool and shit. You know what I mean? So I laid back in there. It was two twins. It was two twins in there at the same time that killed a state trooper. Them niggas was facing life in there. And I'm listening to them niggas cracking jokes and shit in the next cell. That shit was crazy. So meanwhile, bus come. I catch the bus. They ship me out to VA. What is that shit? FCI Petersburg, right? That's where I landed at. FCI Petersburg. Now, we talking weeks now. I still ain't hearing from Jay and nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? At all. From nobody. And let me start saying, I ain't heard from Jay, I ain't heard from Dame, I ain't heard from nobody. And I say these names because these are all the people that I pretty much looked out for. And I'm just trying to see, you know, how they handling shit, you know, when I need it, when I'm in need. But Jay specifically. So I get to Petersburg. When I get to the Fed joint in Petersburg, that's when shit starts to, like, you get to talk to people. Even though people don't want to talk, rule one, they tell you, a dude told me straight up as soon as I got in here, he said, man, don't talk to nobody about your shit when you get in here. He was like, don't talk to nobody. Don't talk to nobody. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep the self, but I really don't have nothing to say because I don't know what they want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they picked me up. Them niggas be lying to him. Oh, so I don't know why they picked me up, right? So I can't tell nobody about nothing. All I know is they picked me up and they want me back in Maryland. So I'm quiet and shit, you know, playing my part. And once I got out on the basketball court, like once I got on that basketball court out there, I showed out, right? And that shit brought attention to me. Like, cause I gave it to niggas, dunked on a few niggas. I was, you know, on some shit. And anywhere you go where you shoot some ball and shit, and, you know, especially in there, they got their little teams and shit. And they gonna be on you. Niggas gave me sneakers, everything in there and shit. Cause I was playing in Bobos. If you know what Bobos is, niggas will tell you what that is if they've been in there. So I'm sitting in there, SVI Petersburg and shit, and I'm talking to a jailhouse lawyer now and shit, right? The jailhouse lawyer telling me, yo, you know, keep quiet around here. That it's nothing that you're gonna know until you get up there. So he busting the move down to me and shit, you know, what's going on. So I'm cool with that. Then I meet another nigga and shit in there. And he tell me what I'm about to really go through. Forget this Fed shit, man. Like, he telling me, get my mind right, because I'm told him, say, yo, you know, my destination is Baltimore. And when I told him that nigga was like, yo, get all the rest you can while you here. Get the sleep, the good rest, the food, get all that shit while you here. Because when you get up there to Baltimore, city jail, this is where they was keeping niggas at, Fed niggas at, and down there, city jail. So, boom. From Petersburg, bus come, I get down to Baltimore. Now, it's havoc. That shit is havoc. New York niggas catching problems in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Shout out to them niggas in B-More that's on here now. If you got, you know, y'all niggas can vouch and know what's up. I was in there 9-8 and it was havoc for New York niggas. I'm not gonna lie. It was havoc. And honestly, only way I got by was my mail and the shorties that was coming through visiting me. You feel me? They was, you know, niggas start seeing, yo, okay, my mail saying North Carolina. You know, these chicks coming up here with crazy accents and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they was calling me NC, right? And I was going with that. You feel me? And I was going with that, yeah, because I was showing them pictures and shit from Bike Week, this, that, and there. You know, as you got pictures and ass and shorties coming through, you know, niggas got a different perspective about you. But I see what they was doing in New York, niggas, man. We was outnumbered in there, and, you know, it just, that's just Baltimore for you. That was that shit going on down in there. So meanwhile, right, while I'm in there, okay, I don't know where the hell Emory was. Dead ass. I can't tell you where he was at that time. I know me and Big Ty was in city jail.
Hey,
shout out Big
boy.
Ty, man. Much love. I can't wait to talk about your story, man, but I definitely want to be.
So question I got to ask y'all is, so how much time Emory did more time than everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, and they shipped him somewhere that didn't nobody know where he was at.
Who, Emery? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said he knew he didn't know where he was at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Bobos are state jammies.
Listen,
Bobos are state jammies. You heard? If you don't know, those are state footwear.
State and Fed. They got on Feds too.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like whoever.
Right.
But Desiree at that time, you know who they connect with, right?
No, who?
Desiree Perez is the
oh yeah, that's right. That's the one. Yeah.
Connect.
Mm-hmm. And then she turned around and what? Somebody ended up. Did they rob somebody? Something happened. What? And then she turned and started telling on the plug. Didn't she tell on the plug or something?
The plug is her husband.
Okay, but how did she end up telling though?
She told her everybody they would sell it to.
Yeah.
She told everybody they would sell it to.
Wow. Okay.
That's a super snitch.
but she run Rock Nation now, don't she? She run Rock
Nation now. But her husband was the plug. That was DeHaven Unplugged.
And you hear what his excuse was when they asked her about that? He said that she got that job because she made such a great deal with the feds. That's why he gave her that position in Rock Nation.
Right.
It's like, what? You're promoting this bitch because she told so good.
A great deal.
Yeah, what?
It got your brother DeHaven Tom, got him locked up, got him out the way, because it can't be two kings at the top together. It can't be. There's only one line in the pride.
Exactly.
That's what they want you to believe. That's what they want you to believe, that they can't be two.
That's what they want you to believe that.
Not in the game. Not in the game.
In the game, it's only going to be one line. When the line that got his own pride. Once that son get old enough to fight him, that line gonna fuck his son up and pull him out the pride.
But you know what's so crazy? If you notice, even on those Rock dinners, those Rock Nation dinners, I've never seen her in none of the pictures. I've never seen her in none of the functions.
She be there. We probably just don't see when she be there.
Yeah.
This is why I say they make you believe that, because when you're getting married to the game and you climbing that ladder,
12:30.
You learn that it's the government that's making the drug.
12:30.
You get what I'm saying? So there is more than one. There could be more than one king, because at the end, it's the people that's creating it. And they know hood niggas creating. They're not taking the coca plant and extracting the liquid and adding that. That's not happening in the hoods.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, boy. The history of that, the history of the street history of Hov and them was 10 years. His history with DeHaven was 10 years before that episode. You heard? So we, like I said, we were teenagers. Me, Sudan, YZ, all of them were teenagers doing what we were doing back in the 80s. So when it came to like the late 90s, DeHaven and them wasn't in the functionality of the record business, which they was holding all of their money in account on at the time. They were already dealing with major tours in the late 90s, which was a different function. And the feds were watching and patrolling everything that everybody was doing. Just like they told him to stay off them damn phones when he was in there. We know that's a law when you're at a certain level. Keep your ass off them phones. Because them phones is what they do. They tell you when you get the collect call, what? It may be what? Recorded for what? Those purposes.
You already know that. But you see what he said. He said he didn't know why he was locked. And look at the question that Bang Bang BX said. He goes, was they selling to the cartel she told her? Yo, somebody fighting with fucking wax.
Throw all these? Huh? We throw away all these?
I can't. I hear a bunch of people saying different things.
Yeah.
That's Mac Missile. Mute that nigga. Yeah, that's Mac Missile. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What y'all saying?
Look at
Hold
BS.
on. I want to show you. I want to show you this. Go ahead and say what you gonna say. But I want to show you this, and I want y'all to see this, because this right here. This is right here. I want y'all to see this, yo. But who got that TV on the back? Oh, that's Jai. Hold up. I want y'all to see this real quick. Hold on, here we go, y'all. Fair use. Shout out to David for not caving. That's right, real men. We don't make statements. Let's get it.
Yo.
Gotta be locked up to make statements, nigga.
5 minutes late, and y'all be kicking my box down. You late. But y'all gotta watch the Tonys or something. What up, y'all? What up? Hold on, let me get my comfortable shit. You feel me? Like, that's what took me long. I had to set up. Give me 2 seconds. Let everybody come in. You know what I'm saying? Hit everybody. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. I don't know if I like this chair. I want to be comfortable for this one. Let me see if I can do this. Like that, because is that enough light? Now I don't went dark, right? I don't went dark. I don't like that. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up. What city? I can't read nothing, so I ain't gonna ask y'all what city y'all in. But what up? So I'm not gonna turn that over here, right? Because y'all can't see. Gangster, what up? Is Industry Labs in a building? Let me see how I can fix this. Okay. You like that view? That's a dope ass view, right? It's dope, right? Yeah, it's nice out here tonight on you know. Come out here and have a drink. You know. Let me see what else I got. I got one more thing.
My nigga cannot get his shit together right now.
That. So, listen to this shit. Listen to this shit. I don't know where I want to start at, but let's start out with everybody. Thank you for OG certified that y'all showing love over there. I mean, I have to say that. I appreciate y'all going over there, showing love. Y'all see what that's about. That's about be dope. Good to have you in here, family. What up? All right. So I'm gonna touch on because everybody, I got mad DMs in my box. Everybody talking about, yo, you call Emery a snitch, and y'all didn't get it then. You understand? I was trying to explain to y'all, like, certain plea deals and shit like that, and what's the difference? And sometimes you find you kind of like, there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a hot phone. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by a hot phone, meaning if your phone is tapped and I call 4 of you people on here, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you know what I'm saying, that's you didn't mean to snitch, but let me tell you, let me see, you made a mistake somewhere down the line, and your phone got hot, and then now you involve other people. So you made a mistake. You get what I'm saying? Now, whether they pick them other people up or not, that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So when I take a plea and say, hey, yo, I'm a plea to only to the crime that I've done, and I'm not implicating nobody else, and they fine with that. Nobody fine with that because the government already got everybody on the phone already. You get what I'm saying? So it's sort of like you ain't snitch, but your shit is hot. You made a mistake and you got other niggas jammed. You know what I'm saying? So keeping it 100, once you found that out, is about how real you was about, did you notify niggas, yo, listen, you know what I'm saying? I got, this is what's going on. I had a hot phone. I know I talked to you and this and that. They on me. You know what I'm saying? So on some real shit. You feel me? Nah. And 90% of them don't do it. You feel what I'm saying? They take their plea offer, this, that, and it's gone and shit. They never tell you that, yo, I know I talked to you on that phone. But the person would know, damn, I dealt with him before and shit. I dealt with him. You gotta know you dealt with him before. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't say Emory went to them and told and snitched. I'm just saying though, you have a hot phone, you know what I mean? You putting people in jeopardy. And that's just plain and simple. And then you don't come and say, yo, you know what I'm saying? Listen, my phone, you know what I'm saying? Watch out, be careful, on some real shit. And keeping it.
All right, so far, what y'all think about what he's saying? Ja, I'm gonna ask you first. Like you said, we was around these niggas for a time being, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey, I'm listening. Like some of that don't make sense, bro. You can't not know your phone is tapped and then tell people that your phone is tapped. That don't make sense.
But you'll find out once you cop out already, you already know your phone was tapped. So
that's my point. You can't you can't tell somebody, hey, the phones are tapped when you don't know the phones are tapped.
Yeah, but
it sounds like he's saying he got arrested, right? And the phones were tapped. Now, being arrested is when he's trying to tell you that the shit is tapped because now the result of it had just hit him. That's what it sounds like.
Now, what if everybody know that the only way you got arrested that they had an inside ear, which we when we was using especially the flip phones and the cell phones, and when they would pick up on them frequencies, you could actually hear it when they on your shit. You feel me? Now, are you being careless?
It echoes.
Yeah. But my thing is this, though, Ja, answer this and riddle this. This is what I want to understand is, again, he said when they all came and picked the three up, where was Emory at? Like I said, why did those two get put together, but Emory was separate and nobody knew where he was?
Because at that time, and I'm only speaking from what I know, or the early 90s. I wasn't around them. I was working with Def Jam and Bad Boy when they were going through that in the late 90s. When we were in the early 90s, they had spots, bro, like everywhere. They had upstate New York, they had New York City, they Jersey, DC, Virginia, West Virginia. They was everywhere. Maryland. They was everywhere. So it was like me and my brother. He would be holding down Ohio and upstate New York. I would be out PA and handling New York and PA. So it was, like I said, it's depending who you were and where you were at the time. What I'm saying on that is that when soon as I got locked up, bro, I ain't talked to my brother for a year. And that was on purpose. And I ain't hold it against my brother. I already knew in order to protect my brother or to protect him, I can't be reaching out. We already know, like I said, the first thing he should have known was don't let me call them and connect. Don't let me connect them to everybody. If I connect you to everybody, now everybody gonna get got. What good is that when I'm in here and I need help from out there? If you panic, bro, that's the result. I didn't panic.
Wait. Now let me answer you. You said, what is the help that's coming to me, right? You're reaching out for the help. That's what he's trying.
But you supposed to wait for the help. They know where you at.
So, but wait, remember, you're talking from a perspective from now. Back in these days, niggas
No. I'm speaking from then.
No,
When
that's
I
what I'm saying.
see at the same time they was dealing with it, I was dealing with it. So that's my point. I'm speaking from then. It's certain rules to the game.
You're correct, but what I'm saying is prior to this time frame, people wasn't getting caught up on phones. This is like when that started happening.
When I was out there, we were getting caught up on phones. That was the main way they got you.
What year is this?
This from 86 to 96.
So now before you was people getting caught up on phones. Like you said 86. So were people getting caught up on phones in 84, 85? No.
Yes. That was the game. Listen. The telephone has been around for 100 and some years.
Correct.
We knew we would do this. We would do this. We would do this, bro. And in the 80s, we had what you call beepers and sky pagers, bro. We would have to, as soon as something happened, we would get new pagers, which only took $10 at any shop, and we would use a different payphone. We were using payphones because Cellular One at that time was the only network that gave you cell phones. So we knew to first of all stay away from them. Payphones, we would have to
stop right there. That's what I'm talking about. What you're talking about right now is what I'm saying. In my hood, niggas wasn't getting caught up on phones because we was using beepers and payphones. That cell phone shit didn't come to a little bit later.
No.
Remember, I'm younger than you, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I was about to say. I had a cell phone as a teenager in 1986.
See, I was a teenager and I had a phone too, but I was 93 and I was 13.
Right. Well, I'm going back to 80s. Yeah, I'm going back to the 80s.
That's what I was trying to say. Today you can say that, but back in them days, like when I first got people, that wasn't happening like that. A lot of people didn't have access.
I'm gonna give you an example from personal experience. When I got hit, I was already away from my brother, right? My brother and them had already got arrested. The nigga that told right in the police station with my brother and them. Now I didn't know he told. I didn't know what happened. I'm unbeknownst that my name is I'm already wanted. When they caught me, I didn't know that they were looking for me. The actual detectives was in the lobby of the building. I had 2 apartments. The detectives was waiting in the lobby of the building that I was, my second space. I already knew they was at the first space because that's where my brother and them got hit at. The only thing I knew that they got hit, I didn't know that niggas was testifying and telling everything on. You heard? My brother, he's in silence the whole time. No statement, no testimony, no nothing. I just want to talk to my lawyer. He's handling his own business according to the rules. He didn't call me at all for 2 days. You feel me? For 2 days, I knew my brother was hit, but I didn't know what the situation was. But what I wasn't going to do was answer any phones behind that. Because once I do that, I already know that the same people that allow him to use the phone is listening to what he's saying to me. And my brother knew not to call me because he knew those same people would play the middle game. So when you're obeying the rules, bro, don't blame me for obeying the rules. And that's my point. Right now, we're dealing with a situation where people got a lack of accountability and responsibility, bro. And a lot of dudes, man, that's the way this world is right now, as well as back then. You had some of those emo dealing with these feelings and emotions, bro. And DeHaven said it on his own. He got in there, he started wilding out because he was like, yo, I need to talk to somebody. What you need to do is keep your damn mouth shut like that brother in Baltimore told you. See,
men don't make mistakes.
See, and that's what you need to do was keep your mouth closed like the brother told you on the inside. Stop using these phones, stop talking. Because talking was the only way they can get us, bro. We didn't explain the game back then. These boys is doing that now. We didn't explain the game then, bro. That's how we kept the cop. It's called staying 10 steps ahead, bro. And right now, you can't stay 10 steps ahead of somebody getting arrested telling you how they got caught. Now, everybody else on the block gonna get caught the same way because they're gonna use that same technique to catch that they caught him to catch the next man. So we already knew to change the game. Soon as somebody in your crew got hit, bro, everything that you got as infrastructure changes right away automatically. There is no compromise to that. And if you don't, everybody getting it. Everybody getting it. And what good is everybody when everybody's in there?
Yep. What good is it?
It's still the same game now, bro. Just that technology has been advanced. So you can't do the same things the same way. So you have to use a whole different URL and the whole function when you got it set up a certain way. Or you're going to get what? Caught the same way. The game never changed, only the players, bro.
Right.
And that's what
They
that's
always
just
say
it.
if you keep doing the same thing, looking for different results, that's
That's
insanity.
retarded. That's retardation. You crazy. That's what it is.
So the word, what y'all just said is the reason why I got my ass out the streets. It took me like 10 years. Don't get me wrong. It took me 10 years to get out the game. I couldn't just step right out. It took me like 10 years to get out.
That's a fact, because you can't just walk away from it. Not when your whole life is dependent on it.
Correct. But that's
and when other people depend on you.
Yeah, but the shit you're
But
talking
the game
about
is not even the game no more. People are ratting. People are like,
you are correct. All that's the reason. And I'm like, yo, but with this technology, if street niggas understood that you can make legal money if you use this technology, you don't got to worry about none of that shit.
Right. Well, they go back to like what Ja was saying earlier. It was like people telling on them, just like now. You look at it now. They get a computer. The first thing they do is get on there to try to figure out how to run a scam, and then they go and tell everybody. Then you got videos of niggas.
You correct. You're doing the same shit.
Doing the same shit. See what I'm saying? You get a computer, they go get an Apple computer, spend $2,000 to figure out how they gonna scam somebody.
Now we go back to the word he said that begins with an A. That's gonna help us all as men a lot. Accountability. Once you understand that, my nigga, it's you doing the fucked up shit. They're putting you in another position to do right shit. You turn around and do more fucked up shit. That's on you.
And see, that's why I told you that the Haven and Hove, back when Born was stealing from them, that was the 80s, man.
I love the word. So, you didn't rob them. I love the word.
Hey, he didn't stick a gun to him. That's a robbery. When you theft and flee and thieve, then guess what? That's stealing.
But the pawn shop nigga robbed them though early.
But it's the same result though. You got what you got. My point is, look at what the Haven is doing now. You still talking. See, you still that same characteristic in your personality is still there. Then you're not going to sitting on no stand telling on nobody, that's snitching. But when you still talking, bro, that's still access to knowledge. And that same knowledge they can get your ass on.
That's true, because he even got cool back after your boy stopped talking Sauce Money. Him and Sauce Money, I think him and he got cool back again, I think.
Yeah, well, you got to realize this, bro. First of all, we're talking about some methodical dudes. Like the name that I don't hear is YZ. And YZ was like the OG.
Hold me down for 1 second.
All right.
YZ is like the OG to the whole game out here. You feel me? He was the guy that had the real Caribbean, Jersey, New York connect. And guess what? He made right moves, bro. He never suffered. Never suffered, bro. Jazzo never went to jail behind that stuff. He was in the middle of it too.
Yeah.
See, it's a lot of stuff that we don't, look at. But
him and Jazzo back cool too. Him and Jazzo back cool.
But you got to look at this though. They all brung everybody into the Rockefeller game because the key was what we all aspired. We all aspired to get out of the game and make it legal. That's why their team was named the Rockefeller, because you was making it legal. What they were doing illegal was being made legal.
Yeah, but what about the CEO that's a snitch though?
Well, like I said, everybody got to be accountable for their own actions and their own ways, and you can't blame the next man for what you didn't do. You can't, bro. Like the Haven had an opportunity to do something right, which means nigga turn corporate and stop being criminal. You can't expect a corporate criminal to associate with your low life criminality when niggas like, hey, we done did this for a decade. We got to remove ourselves from this. And if you ain't willing to, man, some of us addicted to the street, bro, because the street is the only place where we being a star at. You call street stars. You addicted to the street, bro. That's what it is.
So the Haven wasn't even in the game.
And you, my man.
He wasn't even in the game at the time.
That's the shit I was talking about.
They ran down on him for something.
Gang member, always a gang member.
Yeah, once they ran down on you for something, and selling records is the same thing as selling drugs. It's the same hustle, bro. Word up. You just got to use a technique in a more legal sense. It's like being CVS and not being on the block. CVS sell drugs.
Yo, that's what I tell YouTube niggas. Look at your contact like it's a product. Putting your
Right. Exactly. And when your product ain't right, you don't put it out.
You go back and adjust.
If you if you don't have the right game plan and technique and scheme in your planning, you don't put it out. There's a reason why I ain't launched my platform yet, because I'm mastering the technique of doing it so that I can't be disrupted when I get it done. Because right now, niggas doing what on the internet, bro? They snitching. They go tell who? The internet police. And they get you up, put in Facebook jail and all of that stuff. Get you up out of here. So if you ain't studying the game and learning from masters that's already doing it, that's why I fuck with Born and Cross, because they already doing it, bro. And I'm learning from them how to do it. I got my drug. I just got to know how to sell it. But if I'm hard-headed and I'm wilding in the street, behaving, then what happens when I don't listen to Cross and Born and they shut my joint down? See, now I'm in internet jail now. See, it's the same technique, the same game, bro. The game never changed, only the players, bro. And that's the realest thing that we got to recognize. It's rules to this.
The players and product change.
Yeah. Hey, it's rules to this. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I said,
real talk. That's what I have problems with certain channels, because I live this shit, right?
Right.
I'm telling niggas, you ain't living this shit in real life. So why you creating this shit on the internet that's gonna affect our younger generations in a fucked up way?
Right.
What the fuck?
But that's being responsible and accountable. And niggas ain't responsible and women ain't accountable. So you got a whole hodgepodge of chaotic anarchy.
Let's go. I get some accountability around this mother.
You gotta be, bro.
Check this out.
And prison changed me. Prison changed me. I stopped shooting niggas in broad daylight real quick. I tell you that.
Right?
Yeah, I stopped that real quick.
Shit. This is some real nigga shit, right? Damn. I can't say no names, yo. A lot of niggas I can't say names. They official niggas, right? And they just ain't into the social media shit. So case in point, I'm gonna give you a story about this, right? How some nigga will tell you what it is. My cousin, my cousin from out East New York, whatever, bro. I'm gonna say no names. Ballin' ass nigga, yo. Ballin' ass nigga, you know, on some next level shit. Me and him was, you know, he had his hustle thing going and I had some hustle thing going, but you know, he was on the next level shit, right? Fly, you know, family. And he had a connect way overseas, getting money. Never had to fucking leave, yo. I was kind of jealous. This nigga never had to leave New York. You know, this shit was just strictly, you know what I'm saying, torch and pitch. This shit was, he had to set up and shit. And he was always saying, yo, you know, damn, so I'm ready to get out of New York. And I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you move down to Maryland next to me? You know, I'm being selfish. Like, damn, my cousin, I got family next to me. This nigga moved next to me and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Because I had a spot in Maryland at that time too. And I had a couple of spots, but I had a spot in Maryland too. So I wanted him to move down there. So, you know, a couple of months later and shit, that nigga like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna make that move. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool, shit. He moved in. He just made a move. He come down here. I'm like, yo, this shit is dope. He moved in a fly ass part of Maryland. And I tell him, yo, okay, cool, you here, right? I said, don't fuck with none of these Baltimore niggas. Don't fuck with none of these Maryland niggas. Don't fuck with them. You understand what I'm saying? Not on a level, if you don't know these niggas, don't fuck with them. I'm not saying don't fuck with Baltimore niggas, because I got family, friends, Baltimore, know they second home, but I know these niggas, you feel me? So at the end of the day, I say, don't fuck with these niggas though. And he like, nah, I ain't worried about that. He never had to fuck with nobody, so he had a whole connect overseas. So one day, you know what I'm saying, we used to ball together and shit, you know what I mean? We ball, you know what I'm saying? I'll come over to his end, and I found a place we could ball at. That's a gym. And he'll come over to my spot. So one day I come over to his spot. No, this is true story, yo. I can't make nothing. I don't make up nothing anyway. I get over to the nigga crib. And as soon as I walk in the door, I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm all hyped and shit. I walk in the door and this nigga like, shh. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? He like, shh. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? Like, I'm bugging off him. I'm like, yo, this nigga like, yo, come here, come all the way in the bathroom and shit. And then come in the bathroom. Then he had a little radio in there. He turned the radio up. This is true fucking story. He turned the radio up. He said, yo, them niggas on me. I'm like, what? He said, no, a lot of niggas are on me. I'm like, yo, this true. Like, this nigga tripping. Like, this fool was tripping and shit, right? I'm like, yo, bro, what are you talking about? He said, yo, I'm trying to tell you, yo, I just came back from the store, whatever. And he said, for the last 2 days, he been, see, this car been following him and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? What you mean? He was like, yo, come on, I'm gonna show you. So we go outside and we get in the car. And this motherfucker turned the key. He said, now watch this BMW back there and shit. Like, and we get in the car and we drive. We hit the first left. I'm looking in the mirror, that shit take a left. He hit another light, he took a this, he took a left. Everywhere we went, that car went. Yo, the only thing I can think about is how the fuck I'm gonna get out this car and get to my shit and get the fuck away immediately. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, yo, I don't want nothing but to get back to my car and be like, oh shit, you know what I mean? They already got my tag, whatever and shit, you know what I mean? I'm already in. But I say this story, you know what I'm saying, some real shit. Case in point, like, he never had to tell me. You know what I'm saying? He never had to tell me when I came in the door. He could have just been like, yo, bro, you know what I'm saying? Cancel that. I'm going to holler at you, you know what I'm saying? I got some other shit going on, plain and simple. You know what I mean? For him to tell me, yo, look, you know what I mean, that I'm hot right now, don't fuck with me, whatever, because this is what's going on, and that's some real shit. And that's when I tell you this story, like, Emery never said that. Emery never came and said, yo, bro, they got such and such. Any of the niggas I know that got locked up, he never told them that, yo, they had your name and I talked about you, I know this. Niggas don't do that on some real shit. So I say that, there's so many different ways, and I tell you and I explain these stories in so different many perspectives, so it'll teach you not to fuck with this game, man. You know what I'm saying? If you think you see all these pictures and how tight we was and all of this shit, bro, it all stemmed from, jealousy, envy, and, money brought a lot of different jealousy out of a lot of niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's all part of that game. You know what I'm saying? And I tell you these stories for you to learn something. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? To question what you're doing. Like, if you really give a fuck. But I ain't calling a nigga a snitch. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you was in a mob and, you know what I'm saying, and you talk to 5 different, you already know what's going to happen. Because you made a mistake somewhere, you got other people in trouble. You feel me? So that's the part of the shit that, I want y'all to understand. So you can have your own opinion about how shit goes, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, they holding on to all of that shit. They holding on to all of the conversations, the people that they didn't pick up, you know what I'm saying, the people that they did pick up 2 years later wondering like, damn, how they catch on to me? Because you was a spinoff from the last conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? So you was a spinoff from the last conspiracy. So I just wanted to get that straight with y'all, right? And I hope y'all can understand that. And the next thing
y'all, we got the illest gangster in DC. The DC's finest gangster, Answer Christ. He about to pull up. He was locked up with Emory and Fort Dix.
Oh, okay. Salute to Is the Christ.
Yeah, I just got to forward him. Send him the link.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying? Now this the guy right here. It's Christ. He's the one that was in a bloody war with Alport in the DC.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Wasn't he on the interview talking about all that?
Yeah, he's on my. I interviewed him too. He's on my interview. He's on Vlad TV. Yeah, he did a few interviews.
Right. Yeah. Salute to that nigga. Yeah. I want to make sure that was him.
Yeah. Waiting for him to pull up, but yo, like I was saying, what we dealing with now, man? How do y'all feel? Now, how do y'all feel about what Emory's, D. Havens is saying? Like, it's always a way that you can give your mans a hint that something ain't right.
I'm like almost like Josh saying, like, he shouldn't really be. I don't know, man. This shit confusing in the motherfucker. I want to hear what man Is the Christ.
My boy Is in the building. Salute to my boy Is the Christ.
Man, what's up with everybody?
Salutes.
Hey, when the dude be talking, right, y'all gotta remember this. If the feds got an investigation going on, they snatching niggas. A nigga might be missing for 3 or 4 days, and you don't know where the fuck he at.
Facts.
You feel me? So they might just be grabbing niggas, and they don't want one dude to let the other motherfuckers know they grabbing niggas. So they're taking a nigga and hide a nigga for a couple of days till they grab everybody together.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
And then you got to think about it. If a lot of motherfuckers,
that's crazy. That's why when
a lot of
niggas
motherfuckers
slip out. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. Y'all finish.
Sometimes when niggas slip away, you gotta ask yourself, 1, 2 niggas up the whole crew.
Yeah, that's why it's a must. If you got a clique or a crew, y'all gotta keep in contact with each other in the morning and at night.
Facts. That's a fact.
You feel me? Because nigga be missing. Like, where the fuck are you go home? We ain't seen him. If he ain't dead, the feds done got that nigga. And they grabbing everybody.
No, you're right, because you look at it at the end of the day, you like, damn, if you used to talking to a nigga, y'all getting money, y'all everywhere, the next thing you know, you like, what the fuck? And you ain't heard from the nigga, usually if he would abroad or something, you know where he at. But if you ain't seen this nigga, he ain't hit nobody up, yeah, he hot.
Facts.
That's and not just that, for a fact that whenever there's a glitch in the matrix, when you got a real system, bro, and back then we had systems. So if there's a glitch in the matrix, if a nigga don't report in, a nigga don't do what he's supposed to do, pick up, drop off, whatever have you, whatever his job is, the first thing we automatically do is assume that there's a new play in the game, and the new play is them boys. That's the first thing that we start making adjustments.
Right?
You feel me?
He gonna make a call to somebody, so he ain't getting
exactly. We know it's the boys because if it's street shit, he gonna make contact and a connect.
Right.
See, if it's them, he can't do it.
Yeah, let me ask you a question real quick. Then you say, then you had mentioned that Alport was in your paperwork. He trying to rattle you too?
No. This when I was locked up on my own shit, and my lawyer kept coming to me, telling me they trying to charge me with Big Ed Gary murder. The red, Alport tried to say I killed Big Ed Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And I was like, nah, I ain't killing him. I said, man, that nigga tell him I'm telling the truth. I ain't killing nigga.
Right.
If I did, I wasn't gonna tell my lawyer any motherfucking way. But I was like, nah. So like 3 weeks later, he came clean. And my lawyer came back and apologized. And he apologized for what, man? I ain't tripping off that shit.
Right. They come with the game.
Yeah. And another thing the dude saying on the thing, a lot of niggas don't know their phones tapped. So you can't get mad at me. You can't get mad at me. Right now, I'm fucking with you, right? If your phone tapped, if I call you, I can't get mad at you. That's the risk I'm taking by fucking with you.
Right.
I might be on investigation right now. By you calling me, your shit can get hit, nigga, because I might be on investigation still.
Facts.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So you can't get mad at me if you get caught up in my shit. That's the risk I take. If I go fuck with my New York niggas and they in whatever they into, fraud, chop, whatever they into, if I call your phone, and they investigate me extended from y'all, I can't be mad.
Facts.
So here's when you was locked up with Emory and Fort Dix, So he was up that way. So that's where he was at, laying low.
I guess he was coming out because that's the low.
Yeah. Okay.
I got released from Fort Dix in 04. Which one? So 04 November.
Yeah.
Now you got also know this too. We spoke the universal language back then, even with street lingo, to prevent them from decoding what we were speaking.
Right.
Which is different. Like niggas ain't got no knowledge of self now. Niggas don't speak like that. So we had a certain street code in the language that we spoke to prevent them from even knowing we were saying when we were speaking on it. And that's a problem now. Niggas ain't organized. Niggas don't have no real construct to what they doing. Or niggas was violating the game by being foolish, getting with that emotional bullshit in their personality, bro. Some niggas will pull the trigger quick. Some niggas will think about what they doing before they do it.
Yeah.
That played the difference between me going to prison and my brother going to prison. I was so quick to want to get back. I didn't give a fuck. He shot me, I'ma get him. Not realizing that nigga, it's a way to do it. And I had to learn that the hard way.
Right.
Hey yo, well, I want to go ahead. We got Street Team Media in the building. Mr. George, salute.
What's going on, y'all?
Salute. What's up?
What's going on? You know, for me, this is all disappointing for me because back in the day, you always had rats in the crew. It was always a rat. It was always somebody that didn't want to lose his bitch or lose his lifestyle. Yeah, I mean, he rat on everybody.
That'll do it.
Since the 50s. The problem that I have today is for our generation, guys at least 48 to 65, just are the older generation. Where I came up, it was no talking. Like if you go on YouTube today, you're not gonna see no OGs from Philly.
Facts.
Because
a lot of people was fucked up in me at that too.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. My generation, to tell your story was considered snitching.
Yeah, they was fucked up at me.
You talking too much. Let other people tell it. Why you online? Unless you doing something to uplift the community and help the youth. But if you on there saying, yo, I sold 25 kilos every other day and all this type of shit, you got another nigga in jail trying to fight his appeal because on a 30-year sentence, nigga, you ratting. You saying that something existed that I'm saying didn't exist. It's just
if a nigga fighting it, even when I was talking to dudes in jail,
You opening
they
a
don't
can
want
of
to do it.
worms now.
They was like, don't put my. I know better. If you fighting your case, even though I ain't got no co-defendants, if you fighting your case and I fuck with you, I'm not gonna post your picture on none of my shit I'm doing because you're gonna look fucked up when you trying to get back.
And let me ask y'all a question. And let's keep it all we 100. Our generation, niggas was scared to death of a camera.
We barely got pictures for real.
That's why we don't have pictures right now. That's why I don't got pictures right now, bro. Word is gone. I be telling my kids that shit.
Nah, that's real shit, man. I wish I had pictures of some of the cars I done had, the shit I did. But think about it. If back then, if we was on social media, yeah, we'd have been fucked in the game.
Because
we gotta keep it real now, y'all.
And Cross, you gotta keep it. No, Cross, you gotta listen, Cross. The rules to the game are still the same. The problem was we wasn't playing a different game. They playing a different game. Now let me let you know. There was goofies back then too, though. The reason we didn't take pictures because pictures was evidence. The reason we didn't have tattoos because tattoos was evidence. See, so I ain't got no ink on my body, bro. That rule still function. I don't even have pictures from back then. I got a very few pictures that are family pictures, bro, from back then. Because the rule was you stayed away from that camera, nigga, or you're going to be on the camera. And we knew the next camera you'd be on your paper.
Yeah, I used to hide in pictures, bro. We'd be a whole bunch of squad niggas deep. Right before that flash, I duck behind somebody, nigga.
And let's keep it all we 100, y'all. Like, this is the part where people don't understand. And like I had one of my old elders from the hood come tell me, if you go to my channel, I never got stuff of my cars that I had back in the day or the bitches I fucked with. I never presented that to the world because I didn't want people. I didn't want the youth to view me as a real nigga when I come in with urban nerds trying to change lives. If I give you all the shit I used to be, you're gonna revere me for that. So I never talked about, and I'm gonna tell you, and another part I never talked about it was in my lifetime. Yeah, it was a lot of money, man, made a lot of fun, but there was a lot of also people that got hurt, death. These
Right.
30 years later, some of these guys got sons and nephews. I'm on here talking about, yeah, we shot the block up. Man, his nephew like, oh yeah, that's the boy that killed your pop, or you know, while your uncle in the wheelchair, his crew did it. These niggas be on here telling stories and running their mouth about shit, but they not thinking about the families that was affected in the life that we live. DC, Philly, the Bronx, man, the fucking 80s and 90s, and you are no, you should. If the most
I'm gonna tell you the realest experience. The realest experience I just had 2 years ago. Me and my son was in Brooklyn, bro, and a nigga that I was at war with 20 some years ago was coming out of the store with his son.
Damn.
And he looked at me and I looked at him, and the decision was, are we still the way we were? And when the brother gave me peace, I gave him peace in return. And when we gave each other peace in return, we then shook each other's hand, and he hugged me, he embraced me real tight, and he turned to his son and he said, son, me and this man used to be at war shooting at each other for months. He said, we all witnessed partners of us lay down from each other shooting at each other. He said, it's a blessing to see you, my brother, at this age that we made it. And I told him, I had my son with me. And I said, see, son, we hit the lottery. We survived something that other people never survived, but we lived to talk about it and be men about it. That's a reality that many people don't have today, bro. But and that man left me in war, and I left him at war. But now we look at each other like veterans that then changed. We went from being warriors to politicians in the game. Now we're trying to prevent what we was doing, bro. My whole function and outreach, I talk to Cross all the time about it. I said, Cross, sometimes some conversations agitate me because what, Cross? I done made it across the Red Sea, nigga, and I ain't talking about no water. You feel me? So sometimes these conversations will agitate me, and I don't get involved with them because it's not where my mind is at. I done survived some shit that people don't normally survive.
You know what it is, though, John? Niggas find out they can make money. They find out they can make money. They find out they can make money off of stories. But this is the thing. I say, King. I could go and tell a story and get a big channel and make money, but the stories that I'm telling came at the expense of a lot of other people's lives. Like,
right.
What are we doing? Like, this the thing is, if the Most High allowed me to survive the 80s and 90s, I get online and I'm making money by telling a story. Because every time I tell a story about Boo shot fraud or I sold these keys, there was somebody affected by that shit.
Yeah,
there's somebody affected by it. That's the part that we're not thinking about. And that's the problem I have. Like I just told a youngin about 7 years ago. You know, they was getting money and you know they was broadcasting everything, so they got indicted. So the way they got indicted, I warned them, you know, years back. They got indicted because not the fact that they was just being flashy. You know what happened, Ayers? The feds was watching them, but they was going to their trash can, and every time they would re-up.
That's how they got the warrant then.
Yeah,
that's how they get the warrant.
Yeah, when they went to court, they had over like 200 kilo open wrappers out of the trash can of the address. These dumbass motherfuckers was one of the apartments was just throwing the fucking the brick wrappers in the trash can.
You take that shit and throw that shit out the car window when you get in the
man, no, we used to burn evidence. We used to burn evidence.
That's right.
On fire, yo.
Word is bond. We used to burn evidence, bro. We never kept nothing because the key was, how can you lay breadcrumbs to get caught?
But
that's goofy man shit.
You see, Keith was holding them bullets on that Tupac shit for 30 fucking years.
But a lot of these dudes,
man, look, how many niggas load their guns with gloves on? See, niggas still loading guns with their damn bare hands. We didn't do that. We were taught the rules of the game, and nobody want to play by the rules. That's why I look at this internet shit.
I just think, but I think like when I look online now, I see old mafia members with YouTube channels. I see old kingpins, and I'm scratching my head because the way like I said, you're not gonna go online and find no ex-JBM member online from Philadelphia,
nope.
Freddie Haynes crew, or any of these
crews.
No. I live in the 5th biggest city in America. There's kingpins everywhere here, but you don't know them because where I come from, to tell your story. Niggas is like, yo, nigga, you ratting. I'm like, damn, man, no, that's 30 years. I'm just telling my story. So what, nigga? Other people was a part of that story. Why you telling it? That's the way I was raised. So I
look what DeHaven just did. He gave description on the nigga that ain't had nothing to do with it. You just gave the whole description of what he was doing. See,
you gotta be mindful of that shit. You gotta be mindful of what you say because, like when motherfuckers mad at me, my homies mad at me. I say, listen, I try to justify which I did. I say, listen, no bullshit. Al Porter done told on everything on the bodies,
right?
So they can't give me for the bodies. The Colombian nigga, he turned rat. So I'm like, one man put me and said, man, you said my name on the internet, man. I'm fucked up with you, man. Don't say that shit no more, nigga. It was a joke, but he was serious. That was Black Jesus. He had life, but I didn't know he was trying to give his time back. I thought he was already washed up. But he home now. He said, damn, E, man, you put my name out on that YouTube like that? I said, my bad. He said, no, it ain't, nigga. You know what you was doing, nigga. We still cool today. I still fuck with him, but he only want to say something. But everybody was, everybody was dead. Nigga, Al Porter done told on all the bodies.
Right.
So that's my justification of it. Make some money off of his old shit. You can't get nobody locked up, nigga. Shit you done is over with. So that's my justification of that shit for real. You know what I'm saying?
You know what though, Ayers? You've been on there for a while. My thing is, like, you've been on here for more than a couple years now. There's a lot of the new wave motherfuckers coming in now. They saw what y'all was doing and making money. Now everybody's doing it. But then it gets to a place where it gets convoluted and out of control. So that's
I'm gonna tell you who started that shit, dude. Who started that shit is that bitch ass nigga Gully TV. Gump TV started all that shit. Yo, am I lying?
Nah, you're right though.
That was my first interview, Gully.
What he started?
Hey, Born, you know some real shit though, Born. Names supposed to never be known, bro. I live in an era now where people even spitting government names. Where you get that phrase government name came from the fact that nobody knew your birth name, bro. It didn't matter what you was and how you was. Your closest man next to you often didn't know your last name.
Yeah.
This is real talk.
And John, you know what it is though? See, I didn't realize, like, as smart as I think I am, like one of my OGs told me, he said, listen, if you get on there and start showing cars and women you was with and the money you was getting and you telling your story, the nigga next to you that was your man that's not telling your story, you actually mentioning him too. You ain't got to mention his name. Because once they do the best, they gonna find out who everybody was. Yep. You mentioning him. And I was like, oh shit, I never thought. He said, yeah, nigga, shut the fuck up. And just do shit for the kids.
Nobody talks, everybody walks.
Yeah,
that's why I like that.
And my brother, Mr. Executioner said, a pick is worth 1,000 words. No, a pick is worth 1,000 years, my nigga. You get caught a pick with the right niggas. Like, I'm gonna tell you something.
Now he right. They could make a picture. They could make a picture. Your association with a picture. You don't even have to do anything with the crime. They can assume based on that picture.
Listen what I'm saying. When I was in the federal halfway, I was trying to get my federal probation in Atlanta, Georgia, right? In Georgia. You know the first thing they came back to me and said? They like, we got you a picture with BMF members and other drug crews. They had pictures of that shit from when we was in the clubs. I never took pictures when I was in Jersey, all that. When I got down to Atlanta, these motherfuckers snapping cameras, all that shit.
Ah, boy. You got caught up in the glitz and glamour, huh?
Yeah, and then, you know what they said? It's like, we'll never get you get parole down here. We'll never.
Damn, just off a picture.
Off a picture.
And even with that, like the BMF shit, them niggas got TV shows. This is my opinion, right? I've never known the niggas I know that was moving 700,000 keys a month. Them niggas went to jail in '89. They still in jail. Some of them just getting out. I've never known dudes to be known for moving 2,500 keys. Listen, it's crews that was from DC, Philly that people don't even know. Right? There wasn't big names. Right? These dudes was known everywhere. You mean to tell me one nigga got 30 and got out in 15 and he ain't do no talking? Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
That's what I said.
Exactly.
That fat nigga, Southwest left our team, told on everybody. His girl's a snitch.
These dudes were selling 20. They said allegedly was selling 2,500 keys a month. Who the fuck you know? But watch this. Everybody around the world know them. They got billboards, everything, right? So now we know in the era when fans come, right? Niggas was getting knocked out the box, life from the rip, right? Yeah. These niggas got 30 years and get the fuck up. 2,500 keys a month. That's a CCE off the rip. You done.
But you know now,
we also know that's employed by the hidden hand too to influence the next generation.
The laws are different now.
So they can fall victim to the same shit.
Black mafia.
Listen, hold on. Let me tell you something real quick.
Get out of here with
Hold on,
that
let me tell you
shit.
something real quick. The laws are different now, yo. Back in the day, you get caught with a key of crack. That's like 100. That was like 100 keys of coke.
Yeah, you was done.
Now everything is the same level now.
That's
coke
the 86 crack law. That's the 86 crack law.
They changed it. They changed that law.
That's Joe Biden. That's Joe Biden shit.
Yeah,
that's how.
1988.
No, it was 86 law.
Listen.
3 to 1, 100 to 1. Go ahead.
Listen what I'm telling you. But listen now, that's why so many old time drug dealers that got a life are coming home now. They get that time back for selling drugs because that was an unjustified sentence. Because coke and crack is the same thing. One, you just add water and baking powder.
Yeah.
we bought powder and cooked coke. We cooked our coke up because if you got caught with powder, it was a whole different charge than getting caught with cooked up coke. So we used to buy our powder and then go home and cook it. That's how we could bring. We used to call it raw. We ain't bought a Ready Rock. The Ready Rock for was low level niggas.
Yeah, Ready Rock could get you 100 years.
Hell yeah, because the Ready Rock was put in our communities for that purpose.
Yeah, that Joe Biden shit.
Absolutely.
Hey, yo, let me ask you a question. Yo, Busy Christ, did you watch the show? Did you watch the video I sent you with Miss T when she was talking about?
Yeah, I watched it.
What you think about that? What she was going on Unique? Shout out to Unique Mecca Audio. Salute.
No, it's like this with me, right? And I don't knock no hustle. You gotta respect the hustle. If a motherfucker want to get on the iPod and talk about rats all day, they're making money, they're making the money, they happy with it, so be it. If you want to get on your podcast and uplift the youth, so be it. If you want to get on your podcast and talk about faggots, that's your business. So I stay in my lane. Whatever they do is up to me to look at your shit and support it. So whatever you do, whatever you want to talk about, guns, drugs, faggots, rats, that's your business. I'm out of my own business in my own lane. You feel me?
But do you? But just on general principle, that do you think that shit was right? Exactly what she said as a man.
What she said?
Yo, matter of fact, I'm
Play
gonna
it so we can all hear it. So we can all see what. So
she got her own opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say she right or wrong. That's her opinion. That's the way she feel. You feel me? But I mind my business. I ain't gonna jump on the internet and talk about what you was talking about on your page, and then my fucking business.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Right, and that's a problem with our society now. We live in an opinionated society versus a fact-based society, and niggas get to say anything the way they want it without retribution or consequence, and that creates a whole nother mentality amongst our people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild. Miss T is that girl that was messing with all the different drug dealers or something, right? That there with the book or whatever. Oh yeah.
Yep. And if she was messing with some of us, she still paid a penalty, nigga. You still can't talk about me and mine. Word up.
I see.
On the real.
They just know what to say and what not to say about motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you another thing too. What it does, the respect. A lot of these OGs online running their mouth talking shit, it takes away the respect that a lot of you have for us because you breaking the rules.
Right.
You talking
right.
The respect you had came in the mystery.
Spit, George
the more mystery of who you was.
Man, that shit crazy, bro.
Here we go, y'all. Oh, there we go. This one me and Ears was watching earlier. I said the Ears earlier.
What the fuck? This
see right there, man. It's already showtime.
I'm back in New York, so it's hot. Anyway, someone sent me a clip of a video that Unique did the other day, and I just feel like I got to comment. Now, first of all, this is going to be a short video to a longer video that's coming up.
Where am I go home?
And he's talking to this guy. I think he was in DC. Listen, Unique is my dude.
Then why are you talking?
But just because you're my people, I'm not going to condone or agree with everything somebody does or says. I can't. There were times when I protected him, I went to bat for him. And this is a time I'm going to have to disagree with him about something. Because again, the subject is about Albert. Now, before I say this, shout out to Young Jock. If y'all have not seen his last video on Vlad TV, shout out to him. And in my longer video, I'm gonna have a clip of what he said. And I say this all the time. First of all, Black people, y'all need to get y'all shit together, get your priorities together, think logically. You know, the ignorance. Yo, the ignorance is crazy. Young Jock was talking about how y'all condone a man killing one another. How y'all out here calling each other ops. But then you say, I pledge allegiance to no snitching. Yo, I posted that in my Instagram story like back to back for about 2 or 3 days straight. Y'all would condone somebody killing somebody, dick riding them all day, who was killing someone, sometimes people over nothing.
Your boy Albert Martinez, motherfucker.
Albert the Rat.
Albert the Rat. Yo, me, Miss T, I'm cool, Miss T. Miss T be kicking hard. She cool. But this right here, I don't agree with it. So, like you said, some people you agree with, Miss T, and some and you stand up for them. Right now, I got to disagree with you for this statement. So here we go, y'all. Here we go.
But y'all go hard for no snitching or somebody that snitched? That ain't got nothing to do with you? So y'all put snitching over the value of human life?
Snitching, you killing the motherfucker too. You put him in jail.
Please make that make sense. Yo, shout out to Young Jock. A grown, like he said, I'm a grown man in real life. That's what grown men that think.
Young Jock wear perms and dresses. He's not a grown man. He's a grown gump. Let's keep it real.
That got good sense and thinks logically. That's what will come out of their mouths. Now, to Unique.
Young Jock running around with
in this video he did, and you know, it disheartened me because at the end of the day, me and Unique have had conversations. Number one, him and Albert have had conversations, and it don't balance out to what you're saying, and I'm just like,
what are you saying, lady?
I'm confused about it. Now, don't get me wrong. I say this all the time. Listen, Al said he was.
You sound confused.
Snitch, did it? He said, "I'm gonna wear the hat, and I don't give a fuck." I respect him for that. He ain't hiding. He, you know, or nothing like that. He didn't deny what he did. So I've never been one to want people to like him or understand what he did. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. And anything that he did has nothing to do with me. I know him as the individual, you know what I'm saying? He is. So, you know, when you meet on there saying this and that, it's just like, it really confused me. And I was like, yo. So I asked a couple of people, like, yo, Miss T, you right. Like, he bugging. Like, and, you know, me personally, whether it's, you know, just not talking about him, but me, Miss T, I could never have a man who's supposed to be my man on YouTube talking all goddamn day about snitches and rats. Even if you got ratted on, nigga, get over it at the end of the day. Because it looks like your vocabulary is very limited. It couldn't be my me
talking about the shit either.
Then I'm gonna be like, I would feel like he's in a I'm slapping the shit out of my nigga. That's me personally, because that's what Miss T.
All right. Yeah, I heard that, right?
Yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit. just like Alpo and every nigga that snitched, bro, we had it was a reputation type function. It was a based function. If you snitch, you're no good in the hood, nigga. You come around here, we're gonna do the worst to you every opportunity we get for you, because you have endangered everything that we're doing by operation, by system, by construct. Get from around here.
But this is what I've been talking about, Job, when I came on talking. This is the problem. Now, again, you have stuff that happened 25 to 30 years ago, right? People died. People ratted on motherfuckers. Niggas went to jail. A lot of us is 48 to 55 to 60 now. We're older. We got grown kids, right? I'm not here. People might tell the story to my wife or my oldest son about who I was, but I'm not out there telling the story, right? So do I snitching on my time? No, this is a different world. I work with children. If you a nigga on my channel, and what I teach, if you a dude that come shoot up the barbecue and shoot 15 niggas, I tell them the community don't owe you no loyalty.
My nigga said I work with children. Somebody dropped a whole bunch of dishes.
My bad. That's me.
Yeah. So just think about this, though, Ayers. This is my philosophy today. 30 years ago would have been different, but even we wouldn't have did it 30 years ago. You come to a block party and shoot up the whole block party, right? And shoot 15 niggas and don't even hit. Shoot 15 black people. Don't even hit. What happens in Philly all the time today? Don't even hit the person you was going after. The community owe you no loyalty. If they snitch on you,
none.
Right thing. Rat on that nigga.
And G, I want to say something to that. I want to say something to that. That's the problem with the game now. We're using the word snitch in the wrong context.
Yep.
A snitch is when you are a co-defendant in a crime and you turn state's evidence for a more lenient sentence or freedom. A rat is a nigga that's inside a crew, that's working with the crew but working for the boys. A witness is a man or a woman standing outside watching you do some wicked shit in their community, and they tell the cops it was your motherfucking ass because you killed that woman or that child. See, that's the problem with us. We don't got no integrity or respect for ourselves, so we allow these niggas to come around functioning like that.
So we're mad at a civilian not applying street rules to their life?
Yep, that's what happened.
Right. That's what's going on now. When in reality, you let me catch you in my see one thing about my hood. Let me catch you doing that goofy shit. I got a phrase, nigga. I put the ninja suit on now. See, because I done went to jail already for doing it without a mask.
Yeah.
So now it's the face that you play.
Right.
So ain't nothing changed, nigga. I'm just more mature. I don't do the things that I did at one time in an ignorant and foolish or childish way. I put those childish things away. But however, I'm still a man.
And back in the day, as wild as DC, Baltimore, Philly, and Richmond, Virginia, all the places was, when stuff went down, a lot of times you told your homie or the people that was, yo, go ahead and crib, go down the block, some shit about to go down. Or you didn't do it in front of certain people. That's what
didn't do it right.
And this is the message. This is the message that I'm saying. I said all that to say that when you see her and all these people on here talking about rats, I'm 48 years old. I'm not coming online talking about some old nigga is a rat. I'm too old for that shit. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? Like, nigga, my son, I got a son that's 31. I'm on here talking about some shit that happened back in fucking 92. 93? No, I'm in the future. I'm talking about what's happening now for my grandkids.
Right.
It's over with. It's over with.
And I'm not knocking the life that I came from. I'm just not advocating it for the next because I did it out of necessity. I wasn't out here hustling for the image. I was hustling for survival, bro. I left home when I was 13 because the home I lived in wouldn't allow me to be there doing the shit that I was doing.
Thank you. It was rules in that goddamn home.
We hustling to
That's
eat.
a fact.
It's financial. It's not
But
because.
hold on. But what I'm saying is, you are willing to call this man some shout to you look like all you call him illiterate, all this shit because of his words he used. To defend a rat killer. This nigga wasn't just a rat. This nigga was a killer rat and a snake. He snaked his best friends.
Exactly.
And see, and that's what I'm saying, King, is none of them. Her old ass, none of them. Listen, look at her. She's like somebody auntie that's coming to pick your report card. She got the best having her old ass on here talking about that shit. When you just gonna get older and be auntie? Just think about this, Aaron. A lot of us got uncles, OGs, 70s, 60s, and 50s gangsters. They not talking about that shit.
Well, no.
Nope.
Uncle Wilson, that was a gangster in 68.
But yo, Mecca could talk about it because he been through the system. He did 20
No,
some
but that's
odd
not
years.
the point we're making. The point I'm making is we got uncles that was super gangsters in the 60s and stuff like that. Them niggas don't be at the barbecue talking about how many niggas they killed.
Facts.
No, that's over with.
Murder ain't got no statutory limitation. They better talk about no murder.
Ratting and all. They didn't do none of that talking. Even the rat, nigga, yo, that's an old story. Let that shit go, nigga. That's in the past, nigga. They ain't do no talking.
Hey, G, you know the real shit, G? I still have dreams, bro.
Yeah.
Of shit that I done did, bro. And niggas that live the real life, bro, we're not out here glorifying it, bro. Because niggas don't know what it's like to be afraid to watch the news for a fucking year. So when you don't know what they know and you know what you
I
done
don't think
did.
Mecca's speaking it from a perspective of
Man, let me tell you something. She wasn't out there doing nothing. So that's why I don't want to hear nothing from her.
All she was
That's
doing
my
is
okay,
point.
her, okay,
Yeah, that's my
Like I
point.
said
She wasn't out there
before.
doing shit, so she can't respect what it is. She can
No,
only influence the disrespect to the listeners.
No, she
So
was
people
out
that's
there
listening to her.
She was out there spreading her cheeks to whoever name was popping at the time.
Oh, there you go. That's the word I heard. That's what I got in the hood.
That's
That's what I got in the hood. I heard every time one of her friends, her baby father got locked up and got on me. He just came home. Her daughter's father. Soon as she broke on him, she got with the homeboy.
That was the boy she was fucking with. The boy Fritz. She had the baby by.
Fritz homeboy, yeah.
Fritz homeboy, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, like, man. But just think about this though, Ears and Ja. A lot of us, our generation, like we deal with PTSD. Like I had to go to therapy because when you're young and you wilding out, you don't feel anything. You don't have any emotions like that.
Right.
But as you start getting older and civilized, you ever be somewhere and just chilling with your grandkids or having a good time with your woman, and you get a flashback of some shit you did.
Man, bro,
the whole
crazy.
Everybody be like, "Yo, what's wrong with you?" You be like,
that's
"Yo,
crazy.
all right," but you can hate that shit.
I'm gonna tell you some funny shit. I'm gonna tell you some. One day I was resting. I had my CPAP machine. I was knocked out, and I was having a flashback in my dream. I went over. I popped the shit out of my wife. Not even knowing it was her. It was just like I acted out. I forgot she was even in bed with me, yo.
Yeah,
I was. Oh, Brad.
Yeah, I did a video called "Running from the Demons of Your Past," and in that video, I was speaking to the youth, and I was like, "You think you out here like we saying in Philly? We used to say bang bang anywhere game, like meaning it go down to anywhere, anytime." And we used to say that shit. And I was telling the youth, "You think you running around here catching bodies and shooting at niggas now? That you gonna pay for that shit when you get older because you can't escape your past." It was a saying in church back in the day. It was saying a pastor, Reverend Bright, used to say, I remember this shit too. He would say, "God will deliver you from your past, but he'll leave the scars to let you know where he delivered you from." And a lot of us walk around with scars of our past to let us survive through. So some brothers, you ever know, like a lot of killers, they get married, they come home, they get married, they quiet. Because they live with a lot of shit in their past, bro. You ain't nowhere in the world you can be standing over somebody shooting them and they begging for their life, and that don't stay in your consciousness. There's a lot of shit that you experience or seen. I had a homie that died in my arms. He took his last breath with blood coming out of his mouth, hold on to my shirt. I still see that shit yesterday. You know,
hey, G, that's the nightmare. That's the nightmares I'm talking about, bro. My little brother LaRon, bro, took his last breath in my arms, bro. 3 o'clock in the morning, man.
Yes.
In the middle of the motherfucking street. And I was 2 houses over, bro, but couldn't get outside fast enough.
Right.
So when the gunshots went off, bro, and I got outside, it was him laying in the street. Now I still have dreams of that type shit. I tried my hardest, bro. When my son was born 23 years ago, I told myself I'm done with the game. So it took me 3 years after my son was born to get out clean. But my son genetically had it, bro, and just beat a case with the feds just 9 months ago. So the shit is real, man. And the sins of the father will revisit the sons. So no matter what I did to straighten my life up, bro, my son still dealing with the genetic remnants of what I done did, man.
Let me ask this on the floor. Let me ask y'all a question. Because remember back in the day, like if you had your father or your mom and they would tell you certain shit and we didn't listen. And then when you get a certain age, you got a son now. And he out there doing damn near everything. Well, you got multiple sons. One you got under control, but 2 you don't have no control. You can't control them, right?
They control them.
And you scared to death because now you sound like your mom or your dad, right? Right? Last year, one of my day one homies, I'm talking about from the Big Wheel days, right? It was 5 of us, straight crew. All of us got a son or more. His son got his head blown off, 17 years old.
Damn.
Standing there in the funeral by the casket with my arm around him broke my heart because that was the first time. I'm gonna tell you, when I looked at his face, Ja, I didn't see my homie Malik. I see him as a 7-year-old when I looked at him. while he looking at his son, because that's how far back we go, way before we had children. And he was the first homie whose son got murdered. And I'm looking at him like, man, I don't want this feeling. And I just felt so bad because this is a nigga, whenever we had beef, nigga, we go handle the beef. I couldn't fix this situation for him. And I felt like my dad, though, like, damn, this is the shit my dad was telling me about. Now I'm home and I'm watching my homie bury his fucking son. And this is the shit I talk about. Fuck the who snitched 30 years ago. I'm trying to tell you and save him from years of PTSD and pain, because this is what you walking into now. You know what I mean? That's what I fuck Mr.
Damn, G,
you talking years ago.
G, you talking my reality, G. A year ago, my boy G-Force laid his son down, King Baby. We just had the memorial for him, a 1-year memorial for him 3 weeks ago. And I had the same conversation with my son, my youngest son. My youngest son is a sign recording artist and everything, bro. But my youngest son is my namesake, and he got me so much in him. And I was just expressing the pain that I just experienced with watching my boy bury his son. And I was telling my son that I don't want to be burying him. You understand? Because it's our greatest nightmare, regardless of what we done did, when we have to cross that bridge, bro, of the same pain that we inflicted on other parents. That's some shit you don't want in your life, bro.
Can I say something real quick? Yo, real quick. In January, check this out.
One second. After this, we gotta end it because I gotta roll out. But get your point across.
Check this out, yo. In January, my 18-year-old nephew got shot 8 times. Dang. I just, you know what I mean? I mean, my actual brother's son. My brother only had 1 son, and that was it.
Damn.
And this January is gonna be a year that shit happened. He got caught by that.
Showing us the life we was living, and Creator is showing us the pain, and this is why I don't glorify it or want to make money off of it. Because I come from that, and now the Creator is showing me as an adult now. I'm done here, King. When I pulled up to my homie, got out the car, my homie, one of the hardest niggas I ever known. This nigga ran up to me and just grabbed me and was crying so hard. He was bigger than me. We fell on the ground. I never seen him that vulnerable like that. And to see that 30 years ago, oh man, we running wild. But to see his son rocked his son, and now I see it as an adult. The Most High is showing me what He saved me from. But this is what I was partaking in. Now He's showing me what it looked like.
Real talk. Hey, boy, I'm gonna get on up. I know you gotta go, man. Salute to all y'all kings, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Y'all be safe.
Everybody in here, man. You already know.
These are the conversations we
gotta
need to
keep
have
building on this, man. For real.
Yeah. We could do this once a week, y'all. We can get everybody together once a week, and we can build on something like this.
All you old niggas, go home. If your mama's still alive or your daddy was in your life, go give your mom and your daddy a hug and tell them thank you.
Oh man,
as an adult, we see what we was putting. Go tell them thank you.
Facts, man. And love your children like you love yourself, man.
Peace.
Word is born. Peace to the gods and earths.
Peace to the gods and earth. Peace, God.
Man, y'all be safe, man.
All right.
Gods and the earth.
Stay in that positive frequency.